Send our warmest, safest welcome. We gather to meet 2021 with optimism, positivity, and learning. This is EC Kickoff Training 2021, Breaking Barriers. Wherever you may be, in front of your screens, we ask you to please rise. Let us all stand and honor our divine Creator with a prayer from our hearts. Father in heaven, let your hand be upon this gathering. Open our minds to new learning. Open our hearts to hear your voice and follow your will. We praise and thank you for bringing us safely to this day and hour, with newfound hope and energy, and new directions and knowledge to inspire us this 2021. With your guidance and direction, and the leaders of this company, this year will be our time to rise anew and claim a brighter future. Keep our families and loved ones safe from all harm and danger. And once again, we lift up to you our gratitude for giving us a company that nurtures our dreams and our hopes until they become reality. May we work for the greater good of our brothers and sisters and make us instruments of your compassion and generosity. This we ask in holy and almighty name of one God, forever and ever. Amen. Please remain standing for the Philippine National Anthem.
Bayang magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyat ka ng magiging, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisingil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bahaw, may nilang ang tulaan, awit sa paglayang nilalaman. Ang isang ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagtitipid. Ang bituin at harap niya kailan may magdidilig. Lupa ng araw ng warangit pagsita, buhay langit sa ating aming ligaya na pag may mga ating ang namatay ng dahil sa'yo.
In the wake of a year of unprecedented challenges and an unexpected crisis, the world ground to a halt. Life as we knew it and the business people were building slowed down. The world stopped turning. But not for empowered consumerism in the Philippines and EdPlan 2.0 in other countries. Here, business went on. Life and work continued for the empowered and driven men and women of the company. The wheels continued to turn for empowered consumerism and EdPlan 2.0, whose engine was powered by versatile machinery, the unstoppable economy driver. Today, we welcome the dawning of a new year. We welcome the light of 2021. Now is the time to move forward in full throttle with maximum power. We are focused on the road ahead and a new year filled with great possibilities and success that is within our reach. And in 2021, no barrier will stand in our way. Break through the barrier of limitations and restrictions by safely and effectively harnessing the power of digital technology to continue working and achieving remarkable results. Break through the barrier of restraints on physical gatherings by reaching out and engaging a wider audience anywhere in the world through virtual platforms. Break through the barrier of social distancing by nurturing emotional bonds forged by empathy, wisdom, and compassion. Break through the barrier of a fragile economy, secure in a strong and solid marketing plan that will sustain the company, enabling the distributors to pivot and adjust to the new normal. And finally, break through the barrier of your own personal fears and doubts, and have faith in your own indomitable spirit that will give you the power to persevere and reach for your goals. Trust in your company and the leaders who have the vision, the will, and the fortitude to power your journey with unbeatable products and a drive that knows no limit, and constantly believe in the Almighty, in one God who is all powerful and grants you the power to aim high, to dream big, and to attain those dreams. 2021 is the year for breaking barriers of every kind. Internal barriers within your own hearts and mind, and external barriers posed by current policies designed to keep us safe from the reaches of the pandemic. Barriers that we may think prevent us from reaching our goals, but are truly no match for the indomitable spirit of empowered consumerism and EdPlan 2.0, and no match to the unique and peerless power of our very own, the one and only Economy Driver. This is 2021. Let us power past all the obstacles that lie in the way of reaching our goals. This is 2021. This is our year of breaking barriers.
Indeed, breaking barriers is the name of the game. We are all geared up for another year of remarkable results and breakthrough. Bringing you this 2021 kickoff event are your hosts from the training team, Mr. Ian Barcenas, Mr. Jason Lino, and Mr. Adrian Del Rosario.
Yes, good morning, empowered consumerism in the Philippines and all economy drivers around the globe. Welcome to our virtual kickoff 2021. Adrian here, or Chinedu in Africa, greeting you. Great success, bound year to all. Jason?
Yes, of course, no barrier can hinder our way to learn and to share. This kickoff is just the jumpstart as we embrace the productive and inspiring 2021. Ian?
Yes, that's correct, Brother Jason. Cheers to the continued success of our empowered consumers and, of course, economy drivers, distributors all over the world. We are just reaching the great success of 2020. In spite of what others saw as a barrier, it was indeed a bridge for us to explore more and create more remarkable results.
Yes, we are in position to break whatever obstacles we might encounter ahead of us.
Yes, and proper learning through this kickoff training will surely equip each and every one of us to stand firm and stable as we continue to reach and aim higher for our goals.
Yes, we are all set in our comfort of our homes. But remember, share this live coverage.
Agree.
Woo, ito na. Alright.
This is it.
Mga kababayan ko. Alright, so all over the world, put out your phones.
Yes.
Take a picture.
Yes.
Most important, individual, in your offices, in your home, with your friends, family.
Pa-share, no?
Share. But remember, the most important thing, yung hashtag.
Yeah, there it is.
Alright.
They can see it from here. Jason.
Alright,
Here.
a hashtag.
There.
Okay?
Can I touch it?
Okay? So all over the world, okay? From the Philippines to Africa to Asia to Europe.
Yan.
Guys, remember, type in hashtag EC2021 Breaking Barriers.
Oh.
Yes.
Alright?
By the way, brothers, maybe since you have mentioned all our viewers watching around, but we are just starting, but we have already how many?
Almost 5,000.
5,000, almost 6,000.
Okay, maybe we can greet some of them who are,
Yeah.
watching.
First off, syempre, of course, the first global ambassadors of Empowered Consumer. Empowered Consumerism, Miss Mylene Evdane is watching right now.
Miss Mylene Evdane, isa sa Hall of Famers natin. di ba?
Yes.
Ako naman, meron dito bago si Gina Dakutanan Baleta. Good morning po. Tanong ko lang po. May tanong.
May tanong
Okay,
agad.
Your questions later. Okay.
Alright, here. Wow, kahit kahit mismo staff natin nanonood. Wow. Sir, si Andrew, nanonood.
Okay. So meron ka ba ba, Ian? Meron pa?
Yes, we have Kim Monifel Japay. I think it's from Kawayan, Isabela.
Oh, from Isabela.
Oh.
Okay. So si Ellie Kinehe. From Burundi.
Wow.
Wow.
Hello.
Burundi, let me remind all of our viewers right now, we are being viewed not only here in the Philippines, but
Yes.
also in Asia, Africa, and Europe.
All over the world.
Japan, Hong Kong,
Tama.
Singapore.
Okay, we have empowered consumers here and economy drivers around the world. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to greet from Batangas.
Yun.
Yeah. Alae. Alright, si Miss Marjorie. Hello.
Siguro mga-
Kamusta?
Okay, siguro mga brothers, let's not keep them waiting. Let's
Yes.
keep the ball rolling. Ready na yan. I'm sure they're ready. They have prepared their event
Yes.
coffee. Ano ba mga ready na? Relax na, no? Yung
Vida juice.
Vida juice. Ano pa?
Yung mate.
Okay, kunin nyo na po yan because we're about to start. Okay, we're about to start. So let's get the ball rolling. Sit back, relax, learn, and share, Brother Ian.
Yes, Brother Jason, Brother Sir Adrian. To start off this kick-off training, we are proud to introduce to you one of our brothers in training team.
Hey.
Yan. Easy, are you ready?
Yay!
Economy drivers, are you ready? Without further ado, Mr. Spongeability,
Yun.
our brother from another mother,
Mr. Migo
Imso!
Yes! Thank you very much, my brothers from training team. My big brothers. Let me say my big brothers. My big brothers, Sir Ian, Sir Adrian, and Sir Jason. Well, anyway, before we even start, it is my privilege and honor to be one of the speakers, lineup speakers today for each and every one of you for our Kickoff 2021. If you are excited right now for your 2021, guys, throughout our session, very short session with me, I would like to have a request for each and every one of you. Is that okay, guys? Everyone from Africa, from Europe, from Asia Pacific, wherever country you are into, all right? I want to be the first to greet you a happy 2021. And for most of you who are actually being part of my trainings for the year of 2020, guys, you know me, we always start and prep up our training with a state of gratitude, state of thankfulness, state of gratefulness, and excitement and passions. And that's why right now, every now and then, when I say something throughout our session, when you hear something that you like, when you agree into something and you learn something, you type down there yes. But you don't just say yes right now. What I want you to do is this, very simple, all right? What will you type is that yes 2021. Is that okay with you guys? Is that okay? Every time you hear something, when I ask you something, type down there, yes, 2021. Is that okay, guys? All right, come on, type it down there, yes, 2021. We want to attract. I want to congratulate each and every one of you because you have surpassed, you have speak up yourself, you have stood your ground for the year of 2020. And right now, we are looking forward for the best years for each and every one of you. And that's why you need to type down there, yes, 2021. Come on, everybody. Yes, 2021. All right. Right now, okay, before anything else, I believe most of you, if you know me before, guys, most of you know already that before I started in this industry, I'm a medically inclined nurse in profession. But unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to practice my profession, and I knew and I fell in love with our industry of empowerment. And let me share to you something personal. When I was still studying nursing, one of my favorite personal love subjects out of the many subjects that I have in nursing is actually psychology, right? I love to learn and understand why people do what they do. I love to learn and understand what is really happening inside between our ears. And before I don't understand why, but now, for 10, 11 years, I've been so blessed to be here with each and every one of you guys from Empowered Consumerism, Economy Driver Plan 2.0. Right now, I understand. Because what I want to share with you today is that I want you to understand, guys, each and every one of you, that we are in the business. We are in the industry of building people. That's what our business is all about. So one of our essentials, one of our fundamental learnings and skills is knowing more about the psychology of human beings. If you know and understand why people do what they do, if you understand what is happening between these ears, guys, it will be very easy for you to build long-lasting relationships. It will be very easy for you to build rapport, to build trust, to understand your prospects, to understand your leaders, your partners in the business, right? And that's why I believe it's one of the most essential skills that you need to have. How to connect, how to build rapport, how to build the trust. But again, before anything else, as you can see here, I want to show you my topic right now. This is a full lifetime process of learning. But let me just show you a glimpse of it in the next few 20 minutes. I want to show you a few glimpses of these topics, of these wonderful topics here about breaking your barriers within. I want you to grasp as much as possible. Take notes. Type down there, yes, 2021. Is that okay? All right? I want you to grasp as much as possible. But this is what I want you to do. For the year of 2021, you don't have to worry because we will dissect more of these topics to each and every one of you, because we will be together more here in our official page for the year of 2021. Our board of directors, our vice presidents, our training team, and our management have prepared a lot of programs and modules for each and every one of you for the whole year of 2021. We will be growing together. Would you like that? If you like that, type down there, yes, 2021. All right? If you want to grow with us, type there, yes, 2021. Now, right now, what I truly believe is this. Why I call it breaking your barriers within. Because I truly believe we have two kinds of world. We have this external world and internal world. And the challenge is this. Most of the people would like to change things externally in their life. They want to change their results, their outcome in their relationships, in their career, in their business. They want to change a lot of things externally right away without them knowing that the first thing that they need to build is their relationship with themselves. You need to build first your relationship to yourself. When was the last time you speak to yourself? When was the last time you meditate? When was the last time you assess what is happening to your life? Remember this, your reality is a mirror of your internal world. Whatever is happening and manifesting in your external environment and your reality in your life is actually a reflection of what is inside within you. So before you can break through in your finances, in your career, in your business, in EC, and Ed Plan 2.0, in your community, in your group, in your network, you need first to break the barriers within you. Are you with me? If you agree with me, type down, yes, 2021. Come on, everybody. Yes, 2021. You can raise your hand like that. Attract it. Attract all the positivism for this year. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. All right? The good thing is this. We want to start and prime this wonderful, awesome event kickoff training because we have prepared a lot of main courses. I'm your appetizer today, by the way. I'm your primer and your appetizer. There will be some main courses later. Our great board of directors and our vice presidents and some of our top earners will be sharing to you some skills, some wonderful ideas and concepts. But to prime this up, let's all talk about what really is holding you back inside. What does really holds you back? What really holds you back to become a top earner? What really holds you back to become a Millionaires Club member? What really holds you back to reach your best version of yourself? Let me ask you something. Every one of you, wherever you are right now around the world, do you believe that there's still a highest form of yourself? Do you believe there's a better version of yourself? For me, personally, I believe there's still a highest form of Miko Imson. There's still a better version of Ian Bercenas. There's still a highest form of Jason Lino, of Adrian De Rosario. For everyone watching right now, there is a highest form of yourself. There's a better version of you. If you agree with me, type down there, yes, 2021. Now, that's what we want to manifest. We want to release that full potential. So what really holds you back? Now, I'll be giving you two main excuses of most of the people that their excuses, what holds them back. Number one, most of the people, their excuse is they don't know what and how to do. How to do it, how to be in the peak performance. They don't know the skills, the informations. And for most people who have this kind of excuse, most of them, maybe the one who are starting in our business, the one who are new distributors in EC, most of them are lacking in technical skills, technical information. But you know what, guys? The truth and the reality is, this is not an excuse today. How do I say? Because today, we are living in a generation that we are more connected than ever. We are living in a generation that informations are readily available. In a click of a finger, you can know anything right now. And that is why this is not an excuse. It's more about your willingness to invest your time and effort to learn those skills, those technicalities. It's all about your willingness. But for me personally, the main barrier, the main excuse, the main reason why people holds back, all right, is this, the number two. And look at this. Most of the people, all right, they already know how and what to do to become successful, to be on the peak, but they still don't do it. All right? Do you agree with me? If yes, type yes 2021. Who will agree that most of you know? Most of the people know where to go. Most of the people know what they want. Most of the people know how to do it. They have the tools to do it, but they still don't do it. Do you agree on that, right? Now, let me show you the reasons why. Guys, it's not your fault. Most of the time, the reasons why we don't do it is because as if there is this invisible force that is holding us back. And for me, I call this the seeds syndrome, all right? The one that holds us back, I call it the seeds syndrome. Now, for medically inclined people, don't get me wrong, okay? This seed syndrome is not the sudden infant death syndrome, all right? This is a different syndrome that I want to share with you in life and in business. This seed syndrome is all about your self-limiting fear and doubt, your inconsistency, your distractions, and also your self-sabotage. There are people in our business who cannot even start. They join the business, but they cannot even start doing the business because there are some inner voices telling themselves that you cannot do it. You're not good enough. You're not good at that business. You're not good in people. You're not good in talking. There are some inner voices telling them that. Those are your self-limiting fears and doubts. There are even some people who have the courage to start. They have the courage to start, but their challenge is that they start, but they don't finish what they started. Those people are inconsistent. And let me tell you this, before I even continue, let me tell you, I'm training each and every one of you this. I'm sharing this to you, not because I'm a master of this. I want to grow with you together. We want to grow this whole year of 2021. So I want you to show your vulnerability. If you are relating with the seed syndrome, if one or two of this is part of your syndromes, type down there, yes, 2021. Because for me, one of the best steps for you to improve, for you to develop yourself, is to become aware about your weaknesses. Accept your weaknesses. Accept your cracks. Know and be aware about your weaknesses. And that's the first step to improve. And for me, I'll be raising my hand in this number two. I'm a kind of person who have a lot of ideas. I love to start systems, programs, but the challenge is that I love to start something, but I don't finish it. I'm so inconsistent, and that's one thing that I want to improve right now. So I want you to show your vulnerability because that's the first step for you to improve this year of 2021. Come on, if you are relating with the SID syndrome, whatever SID syndrome you have right now, type down there, declare it so we can remove it in your system, in your programming, in your patterns. Number three is distractions. There are people who start and do their best massively. They finish 90%, but all of a sudden, they settle down. They hold out. And what happens is that they become distracted and start another thing. And they go ground back to zero. Some people, they break through in life. They make breakthroughs. They break through in finances, in career, in business. But all of a sudden, after becoming successful in life, they make some self-sabotaging actions, response and reactions into them. They sabotage their relationships, their family. They sabotage themselves to their finances, to their career. And you know what, guys? These are some things that I want to share you, not to bring you down, but for us to become aware. Because let me tell you, all of us are vulnerable in this. Even all the people you follow that are most successful today, The most successful entrepreneur, the most successful business people are still vulnerable in this SIDS syndrome. The only difference is that the most successful people today have some methodologies. They have some strategies. They have some systems. They have systems to bring out their inner power so that they can overcome this SIDS syndrome. And that's what we want to talk about right now. The truth and the reality is, I don't want you to resent yourself. The first step of frustration and depression is the moment you resent yourself for your mistakes and your failures. Let me make you understand. You are not your issues. Again, let me repeat, guys. You are not your issue. Whatever pain, struggles happened in your past, happened in the year of 2020, whatever loss, whatever pain, whatever struggles, you are not your issues. The truth and the reality is those issues are all coming from your programmings, from your patterns, from your model. The truth and the fact is there's nothing wrong with your life, but there's something that we need to improve in your model of life. What we need to improve is your modeling of life. How do you see life? How do you perceive life? What is your map towards the life right now? That's what we need to improve. You are not your issues. You know, one of my favorite metaphor here is, I don't know if you've followed and watched the movie of Avengers. It's a Marvel comic movie, and one hero here that I love, one fictional superhero here that I love is the Hulk. The Hulk is the only hero who have two personalities. I believe you're familiar with this if you've watched this video. Okay, he have Dr. Banner and the Hulk, the monster Hulk. And as you can notice in the early part of the video, right, Dr. Banner is the analytical one, the logical one, the controlled, and the Hulk, especially, is the bigger one, the stronger one, the superhero, right? But he is uncontrolled. He's emotional. He's illogical. So I'm telling you this, guys. This is like a metaphor. This is similar to our conscious and our subconscious mind. So even you consciously know what you want, even you consciously want to achieve success, even you know what to do to become fit, to become healthy, but your subconscious mind is corrupted. Your subconscious mind have its own programming, have its own pattern, and it's bigger, it is stronger. Right? So that's why even you want to diet, even you want to become successful, even you know what to do in online marketing. When you are alone, what happened is that, your Hulk, all right, always wins over your Dr. Banner. So what I want to say is you and me have our own Hulks. Are you getting my point? Now, where is this all coming from? Our subconscious patterns and programs are coming from our models in life. And most of the time when we were young, our model that we grew up into, our caretakers, your parents, your grandparents, your environment, your community, that is where you are getting those resources, those experiences, your successes, your failures. Those are your patterns and programs in life until today. And the challenge is that what if those programs are corrupted? What if you grew up in a community with prejudice? What if you grew up in a community who loves to play the blaming game? What if you grew up in a community who loves to worry, who are worriers, who are depressed, right? Who are abusive? Now the challenge is this: you cannot choose how you will born and where you will born. But guys, remember this, especially for the parents out there, our easy community parents out there, remember this: from 1 to 8 years old, most of the children, their conscious mind, their Dr. Banner is not yet fully developed. What is fully developed alone is the operating system, the subconscious, the Hulk. And the weakness of your Hulk, it is strong, it is unlimited. But the weakness of your Hulk, the weakness of your subconscious is that it doesn't know how to filter what is good from what is bad. So either it's right or wrong, your subconscious will store it and program it on itself. And it will be part of your programming until you become old. That's why in our language in Tagalog, sa mata ng bata, lahat ay tama. So for your parents out there, you need to be very careful about what you let your children hear, see, or experience. Because whatever they grasp, they store in their subconscious will be part of their programming until they grow old. And it will be a corrupted program. Now, the good news is this. What can we do about this? Now, the good news is, let me go back to Hulk. As you can notice on the last part of Avenger, on the end game, if you have watched this video, if not, people in Africa, if not yet, try to research it in Google, all right? So you can understand what I'm talking about, right? Now, in the last part of the end game of Avengers, Dr. Banner have managed to control his Hulk. have managed, he have done some strategies. He have done some mindfulness meditations and some systems on how he can control his health. And you know what happened? He released and manifest his full potential. He released and manifest the true form, the highest form of himself. Now, what I want to ask you is this: are you ready for it? This 2021, are you ready to manifest your highest form? Are you ready to become the best version of yourself? You know, let me quote Napoleon Hill in saying, the reason man may become the master of his own destiny is because he has the power to influence his own subconscious mind. If you can just tap the power of your subconscious mind, you know what I'm telling you guys? I'm telling you, you will be on the peak performance. I'm telling you, you will be on your highest form. Now, let me share to you, all right, these three powers. There's three inner powers that each and every one of us have. Whatever background you have, whatever history you have, whatever pain, struggles, whatever background you have, there's nothing wrong with whatever happened in your past, right? All of those happen for a reason. Life is not happening to us, but life is happening for us. Whatever happened in your past is something that happened to prepare you for you to become you who you are today. Now, let me tell you this. There's three powerful powers is this. Let me be short on this. Number one is the power of perception. You know, I love these powerful words. In fact, I made this page, this group page, and you know, right now we're having some special trainings and sessions exclusively for our EC community, right? All about power of perception. Because I believe life is a matter of perception. Whatever is happening around you, that circumstances is not there to make your life hard. Whatever is happening around you is neutral. It's more about how you respond to it. That's power of perception. When there is a rain falling right now, does the rain ruin your day, or the rain is good and a blessing for you because it will grow the vegetations in your farm, right? How do you perceive things happening in your life? What is your map towards life? That is very important for you to become successful, for you to become a leader, for you to manage other people. You cannot manage other people if you don't even know how to manage yourself. Power of perception. You know, let me quote Buddha in saying, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. And what you imagine, you create. Is that right? If you think positively, if your perception about things, whatever it is it positive or negative? If you perceive it positively, your emotions will be positive. Whatever that is, whatever crisis that is, your perception will be positive. Your actions will be positive, and your result will be positive. But if you perceive things negatively, what happens? Your emotions will always be negative. Your actions will follow, and your life will always be miserable. Your reality will be miserable. You know, like what they say, problem will never become a problem until you perceive it to be one. Is that right? So it's all about the power of perception. Now, what perception you need to align right now? Number one is your self-perception. Self-perception, guys, can you type it down there? Self-perception. Self-perception is your self-image, your self-concept, your blueprint of who you are. How do you see yourself? What is your self-concept? You know what, guys? Let me be real to you guys right now. There are a lot of people, consciously, they want to become successful. But their challenge is this. They are stuck in a self-image that they are a failure. They grew up, when they were young, they failed grades. They fail in school. They are miserable. Their parents separated. They are victim of abuse and whatever reasons. And you know what? They are stuck on that mentality. They are stuck on having a self-image of themselves that they are a failure. That's their self-perception. So if that's your self-image, you know, whatever happens in your life, right, you'll always be failure. But imagine if your self-image is you believe in yourself every morning, try to have a habit in looking at the mirror, looking in your eyes, and be passionate about it. Be sincere, telling yourself, talking to yourself and saying, I'm successful, I am great, I am awesome, I am unlimited, I am the master of my ship, I'm the master of my life, I'm a co-creator of my life. We have a creator, but you are blessed to become a co-creator of your life, right? If you always tell that to yourself every morning, sometimes you need to fool yourself. Even that is not what's happening in your reality. Like what the Bible said, guys. Not only Buddha, but the Bible said. What did they say? They say, let the weak man say they are strong. Let the poor man say they are rich. Despite of whatever is happening in your current situation right now, despite of however weak, however sick you are, if you think and believe and perceive that you are strong, you will be strong. even how poor you are today, if you think and believe and you are convinced, right? And you see that you are wealthy, I am telling you, you will be wealthy. You will be blessed. And I'm telling you, we have a proof for that. For 14 long years, even you ask all the 15,000 multi-millionaires of empowered consumerism and economy driver plan 2.0, ask them whatever country they are into. I'm telling you, all of them started in the right perception. All of them were poor before. All of them were fed up of poverty, of suffering. Life is too short to suffer. But you know what? All of them started in perceiving their dream car, perceiving their dream house, their lifestyle, and today it manifested in their life. Self-perception is so powerful. And I'm telling you, your self-perception will greatly affect as well your perception to others, how you perceive others, right? Your self-perception, your self-image will reflect on how you react, respond, and build relationship to others. Now, let me be straight with this, leaders. Let me be straight. If you have some people today in your life, in your business that you don't understand, maybe people who betrayed you, people who lied to you, people who told you something that is not good, I'm telling you, people who did something, who bring pains to you, who bring pain, suffering to you, I'm telling you this. If you have someone you don't understand today, this is what I want you to understand. One of the basic principles in life that I want to share with you right now is this. Every person's behavior, every person's actions and response is coming from their best available resource. Again, let me repeat. Every person's action, every person's behavior is always coming from their best available resource. That's where they pick resources to decide. That's where they pick resources to take action. And most of their resources are coming from their programming, coming from their patterns, coming from their experience, successes, and failures. And that's why if you have somebody that you don't understand, always remember they are coming from something. All right? Always remember they are coming from something so you can open the understanding for them. In Tagalog, in our language in Filipino, lahat ng tao may hugot. Kaya pag may hindi ka maintindihan sa grupo mo, sa mga leaders mo, sa prospect mo, napaka-negative nila. I'm telling you, they are not negative about your business. Your prospects are not negative people. Some of you may give them a title already. My wife is negative. My husband is negative. My neighbors are negative. They are not negative people. They just have a negative perception about your business. And your job is to see the bigger picture as leaders and guide them to see what you saw. Guide them to hear what you heard. Guide them to perceive what you perceived. Right? Remember the story of the elephant and the 6 blind men, right? All of these people don't know. They don't know what the description of an elephant is in a bigger picture. One blind man is holding the tusks of the elephant, and he's describing an elephant. An elephant is like a spear, right? The other one is holding the trunk, and he was describing the elephant as if the elephant is like a big snake. The other one is holding the ears, and he was describing the elephant as if the elephant is like a blanket. The other one is holding the body. The elephant is like a wall, right? Now, what I want to say is this. The question is this. Is there someone wrong in all of them? The answer is no. There's no one wrong in those 6 blind men. All of them are correct, coming from their own perception. They describe the elephant correctly, coming from their own perspective. Are you following? So it's the same with your business, the same with your prospects. If your prospect seems that they are negative, they are not wrong. Don't debate, don't quarrel them. It's just that your prospects have a negative perception about the business. Are you getting my point? Now again, follow me. Number 2, we're nearly ending. Power of imagination. The power of imagination, if you just become clear about what you want to happen in your life, if you become clear about your visions, if you become clear about what you want to happen, I'm telling you, you will achieve it. Clarity is power. All right? Now, very shortly, 1 minute. Can I have 1 minute? Guys, 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. I want you to close your eyes right now. Close your eyes. Come on, everybody, let's close our eyes. Everybody in Facebook, close your eyes right now. And I want you to imagine. Imagine you're in the middle of your kitchen. You can see the table, the refrigerator. You can see everything in your kitchen. Imagine your kitchen right now. I want you to get a glass of empty water. I want you to get a glass of empty glass. And I want you to go to your refrigerator, open it, and you will see there a bunch of yellow, fat, juicy lemon, all right? And what I want you to do is this. Come on, close your eyes. Everybody in Facebook, right? I want you to get this lemon, get 1 lemon, and then go find a knife. Come on, close your eyes. Everybody, let's assess how powerful your mind is. All right, and then you slice this lemon in the middle. Carefully slice it. Very good. You see the juice coming out. And I want you to go to the glass. Hold that lemon, go to the glass, and squeeze it. Squeeze it hard. You'll see the seeds coming out with the juice. And I want you to put the lemon on the trash, and I want you to get that glass with lemon juice. I want you to zip a bit of it. Come on, zip it, zip. Close your eyes and zip that lemon. Come on, zip it. Avoid the seeds. Now, ladies and gentlemen, open your eyes. Who amongst you salivated? If you salivated, guys, what I want to tell you is that's how powerful your mind is. Your brain doesn't know the difference of reality and imagination. Are you getting my point? So if you can just focus on imagining your aspirations, your dreams, your goals, and you become clear about it, clarity is power. It will manifest into your life. And last but not the least, the power of anchor. You know, if you've seen a ship, anchors are designed actually to avoid or help the ship not to drift away because of waves, because of wind, and because of storms. Now, my question for you is this. If you want to become successful this 2021, I want you to release the inner power of your anchor. Find your reason. Your anchor is your deepest why, your compelling why. The deeper, the bigger, the heavier your anchor is, the faster and the surer you will achieve your dreams this 2021 with Economy Driver Plan 2.0 and Empowered Consumerism. Guys, the three powerful inner powers that you have. There's a lot of this, but we'll talk about that for the whole year of 2021. The three major powers: power of perception, the power of imagination, of clarity, and the power of your anchors. Ladies and gentlemen, as we end, the only way to break through from your internal barriers is by applying your own inner power. Thank you very much, guys. A happy New Year. This is your international trainer, Miko Emson, and we will see more, grow more this year of 2021. Happy New Year. Happy kickoff trading. God bless.
Wow!
Yes! Iba.
Iba talaga si Brother Nico. Wow!
Excitement,
You know,
brother.
We're very, very thankful from us, from a trainer to trainer. We salute you, Brother Nico.
Yes.
Wow!
We're proud that you're part of our team. Ang dami nating natutunan doon, Brad.
Yes, of course, Mr. Power of Perception.
Yes!
Yeah.
Power of imagination and power of anchor. Diba? Ang galing nun,
Wow.
brother. Diba? But anyway, Brother Jason, now, part of our kickoff training is a sharer because I believe, brother, that the great teacher is your own experience.
You know, this sharer, I know this.
Yeah.
I know her from the start. Nakita ko siya sa Binyan, Laguna.
Wow.
Okay, Binyan or Santa Rosa, Laguna.
Mhm.
I saw her from her humble beginnings. Now, she's part of our sharers.
Wow.
Wow.
Exciting, brother.
Yeah. So now, we have to make sure that you listen because mistakes, struggles, victory is part of our success and you want this story to share. So,
Yes. So with that, our empowered consumers and economy drivers all over the world, let's watch and learn.
Good morning, Empowered Consumerism! Ayan! Happy New Year sa lahat ng mga nandyan nanonood sa ating mga BOD, sa ating mga uplines na nandyan, sa mga OFW partners, and sa ating mga international partners. Ayan! Good morning! Ako pala si Jean Kiliagono, Tubong Bisaya. Ayan, halata sa mukha. Ayan, Bisaya po, and from Negros, at ngayon ay nasa Laguna ako, sa Santa Rosa, Laguna. So, ayun, sa simula ng aking kwento, bago ako nakarating dito sa Empowered Consumerism, ako po ay isang katulong. Di lang halata. Ayun, dati po akong katulong, sumasahod ako ng 2,500 pesos per month dito sa Libis, Quezon City. Ayan, nag-aalaga po ako ng matanda. So, that time, na-invite na ako. Kasi 4 na beses ako na-invite 4 na beses ako na-invite sa negosyo na to. Pero syempre, alam mo naman, kahit gaano ka gusto mo yung negosyo, kapag negative yung bulsa mo, magiging negative din talaga yung utak mo. Yun. And after nyan, nagiging janitress din po ako sa Mondenisin. So, grabe, iba yung tulak sa akin dito sa negosyo na to kasi sa mga experience ko, sabi ko talaga, ito yung pinakamadali sa lahat ng nagiging trabaho ko. Ito malupit, wala ka pang amo dito. Okay? So, ano pa? Nagiging vendor pa ako, balot. Vendor. So, sa pinaka-center ng Santa Rosa sa Balibago, Barangay Balibago, yung pinaka-complex sa ilalim ng sa may hagdan ng bar. So diyan po ako nagiging vendor po ako, nagtitinda ako ng balot sa madaling araw. And sa mga taga Santa Rosa, Laguna, sa nakakalam ng Target Mall, walang ibang mall na sobrang ganda. So yun, nagiging guard din po ako dyan. And sa SM Santa Rosa, nagiging guard din po ako. So, sa Laguna Techno Park, nagiging factory worker po ako for almost 5 years. Ayan, 5 years, nagiging regular. Pero, syempre, pag matigas ang ulo, sumasama sa mga union, ayun, natanggal. So, ayun. Tapos, yun yung mga nagtulak sa akin, yun yung experience ko. Bakit ba talaga nagseryoso ako dito sa negosyo? Okay? Kasi, dati pa talaga, 4 na beses ako na-invite. Nung guard din ako ng Mondonisin. Gustong-gusto ko talaga itong gawin. Kaya lang, walang laman yung bulsa. So, nakapasok ako dito, grabe. Nagsamla ako ng ATM. Yung ATM na yun, ang pangalan ng ATM nung ng bangko na yun, RCBC. Nung sinanla ko yun, yun ang nagbigay sa akin ng milyon-milyon na income. Buti na lang, may nagtiwala sa akin ng sanlaan ng ATM. Kasi, ang mindset ko naman kasi that time, sabi ko, lagi naman ako nagsasanla ng ATM eh. ATM para sa gastos. So, sabi ko, ito naman yung time para sa negosyo naman, para at least may balik. Nama? So, ayun, yun yung mga experience or yun yung nagiging trabaho ko na sabi ko, tama na. Kasi iniisip ko, alam niyo naman, halata naman siguro, tomboy ang inyong lingkod. Tama po ba? Hindi ako magkaka-pamilya. Yun yung mga nasa isip ko, nagiging advance ako mag-isip. Kapag nagiging mahirap ako habang buhay, sino mag-aalaga sa akin? Pag nagiging mahirap ako hanggang pagtanda ko, paano na ako? Tama, eto pa malupit. Lahat ng kapatid ko may mga pamilya na. Ako na lang yung wala. Tama? Eto pa malupit. Yung mama at papa ko, matanda na. So, sila yung pinaka nagtulak sa akin. Naunawaan ko yung training ng Ultimate Eagle. Grabe, kaya kung nandyan sa mga nanonood, mga UEI, kaway-kaway, ayan. Yan yung sistema ng Ultimate Eagle. Yan po ang nagbibigay sa akin ng tamang direksyon para gawin ang negosyo ng maayos. Tama? After 1 year and 2 months, within 14 months, ginagawa ko yung negosyo na hit ko yung first million ko dito. Sa empowered consumerism, which is hindi ko inakala na kumita ako ng ganun kalaki. Kasi, grabe, imagine mo, katulong, di ba? Vendor, di ba? Factory worker, guard. Pero, kumita ng milyon, iniwan yung mga trabaho na yun. Kaya nag-take talaga ako ng risk kasi pag hindi ko to gagawin, grabe, paano na ako? Paano na yung pamilya ko? Paano na yung mga umaasa sa akin? Ito malapit. After 3 years ko dito sa business, nakapagpatayo ko ng bahay. 3 kwarto. Laki! Sa probinsya namin. Sabi ko nga sabi nga ng mama ko, buti na lang, nag-empowered consumerism ka. Buti na lang, nag-networking ka. Buti na lang, ginawa mo yan. Buti na lang, nagmatigas ang ulo mo. Kasi bakit? Sabi kasi ng tatay ko dati, pag tomboy ka habang buhay, wala kang marating. Yun yung, akala ko before, panda-down sa akin yun. Pero nung nandito ako sa negosyo, nagiging positibo ako mag-isip. Sabi ko, challenge yun sa akin. Tama? Nabigyan ko sila ng bahay. Ang ganda kasi sa amin, walang ibang bahay doon sa may gitna ng palayan. Bahay lang ho namin. Ito malupit. Simentado. Matalang ang bahay namin dati, grabe, tulo-tulo. Alam mo yun, kita yung langit. Kita yung star. Alam mo yun, nai-imagine ko na, dati naririnig ko lang po sa success story ng iba, sa YouTube na napapanood ko, di ba? Kaya lang sabi ko, totoo pala talaga, na kapag umuwi ka pala ng probinsya, nakaka-motivate. Natulog ako ganun, grabe, nakita ko yung langit. Ito malupit, umulan, tumulo. Yung nanay at tatay ko, Grabe, kuha sila ng balde, kuha ng tabo, sahurin yung tulo, di ba? Ganon yung buhay na meron kami. Kaya talagang pagbalik ko ng Manila, sobrang sineryoso ko. After 1 year, bumili ako ng sasakyan. Okay? Yung first car ko dito na talaga binigay. And ang good news niyan, nitong taong 2020, ayan. Diba, grabe talaga yung pandemya. Sobrang daming nawala ng trabaho, sobrang daming, alam mo yung kawawa, diba? Kasi lockdown eh. Wala tayong magagawa. Lockdown. Kailangan natin sumunod sa gobyerno. Kaya lang, buti na lang, may empowered consumerism. Na kahit nasa bahay ka lang, pwede kang kumita. Na that time, month of April, ayan, yung full-timers na mga nagiging leader ko, 18 lang kami. Kasama na ako dun sa 18. Imagine mo nga, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Within 8 months, nagiging 100 plus na kami. 100 plus na yung mga full-timer. Ito, good news. Yung mga full-timer na yun yung mga estudyante na hindi na, wala, kasi walang pasok. Yun yung mga full-timers na yung mga nawala ng trabaho. Diba? Marami din ako mga nagiging full-timers na mga kagaya ko ding tomboy na talagang nangarap. Okay, kasi sabi nga, diba? Hindi hadlang kung ano ka o sino ka dito sa negosyo na to. As long as na seryoso ka at gusto mong abutin yung mga pangarap mo, grabe, ibibigay talaga yan sa'yo dito sa empowered consumerism. At ang good news niyan, yung kumpanya natin, grabe, ang daming 18. Eto pa, good news. Dahil sa pandemic, may mga leaders ako, kumikita, 200,000 naman. Si Patrick Pastrana, grabe. Hindi, factory worker din. Meron naman, Glenda May Panda. Magkano kinikita? 100,000. Meron ba mga leader? Sila Karen, sila Elisa. Yun yung mga kumikita talaga ng 80 to 100,000 per month. Ang daming kumikita, mga simpleng tao. Ang babata. Dahil sa pandemic, merong empowered consumerism, tamang opportunity, kahit nasa bahay ka lang, pwede kang kumita. Yun yung mga nangyari sa amin na during pandemic talaga na buti na lang nakakasabay. Buti na lang may online system. At dahil dyan, gusto kong pasalamatan, shout out kay aming online captain, Master Boss, Sunny Boy Aldas. Grabe, sobrang thank you kasi dahil sa sistema na yan, ang laking tulong po sa amin. Especially sa mga kagaya kong walang natapos. Yan talaga yung nagbibigay sa amin ng resulta na ginagawa namin ngayon. And thank you sa lahat ng mga upline, sa UEI founders, kay upline Robert Dilavina, sa mga BODs po, sa mga training team, sa mga staff ng Empowered Consumerism. Thank you so much po kasi kung wala ang kumpanyang to, hindi ko alam kung nasaan ako ngayon. Thank you so much sa lahat ng mga leaders ko nasa Pilipinas, mga full-time, and yung mga OFW na nagtiwala talaga sa amin. Thank you so much. Kung wala kayo, wala po kami dito ngayon. So, congratulations po sa lahat ng mga umattend ngayon kasi alam ko, itong taong 2021, ito yung taon mo. I-claim mo na sa susunod, ikaw naman ang kukuha ng pangarap mo. Good morning, this is Jinky Liagono nagsasabi, work hard in silence and let your success be your noise!
Yes!
This is your year!
Ito na sinabi, sir. Last, you have to claim, guys. This 2021, this should be your year. You have to claim it, just like what Jinky Lagono said.
Amen. I agree with that. In spite of the so many barriers, if I may say, bro.
Correct, sir.
Barriers, limitations, setbacks, call it whatever you want that is preventing you from getting what you want, but with easy and ed plan.
Yeah.
That's possible, brother.
Yes, can you imagine, sir, Jinky, yung background, earning 2,500 pesos per month.
Let me convert that. That's about around $500
$500 per month.
as a servant helper.
Oh, helper, sir. And aside from that, she became a balot vendor.
What's balot? Explain.
Balot. You explain, sir. Balot.
You know the balot.
And aside from being a vendor, sir, selling balot, She's also a security guard in
Okay.
the mall. Can you
I
imagine
also
those
saw that
barriers?
she used to work as a maintenance person in an
Yeah.
establishment. So, those are things that could probably prevent you from dreaming, right?
Yeah.
But because of this platform, your empowered consumerism platform and EdPlan 2.0 in other countries, look what where she is right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Just like laging sinasabi natin, sir, hindi important. It's not important where you started.
Yes.
Yeah, it is important where you're going to be in the future once you become serious with empowered consumerism and EdPlan 2.0.
And what you have
Yes,
right
of
now.
course, yeah.
Ayan, sinasabi natin. By the way, bro, kasi I saw, we were watching all throughout since the start, we saw a lot of,
Yes, that's
sabi,
correct, sir.
batiin mo naman kami. Or in English, what's bate?
Bate,
Greet.
greet.
Okay. O sige, let's check them, ha.
Yes.
Kasi we're being viewed around the world. Okay,
Yes,
so,
that's correct, sir.
ayan, nawala.
Sir, first off, we would like to greet our brothers, mga ate and kuya, our sisters and big brothers of training team. Yan. They're watching right now.
Akalain mo nanonood pala kayo. Ay, yung mga walang kapagod-pagod. Yan,
Yes.
laging sinasabi. Our colleagues from the training department. Hello guys, thank you for watching. Ayan, at saka syempre atin ito si, nakita ko rin si Al de la Cruz. No? Ito,
Al
lagi
de la
ko na-
Cruz.
Al de la Cruz, hello, welcome. Thank you for watching.
Yes, sir. Ito. Roda Sikat, upline Roda Sikat, all the way from Europe. Wow,
Europa.
congratulations.
At,
Ma'am Roda Sikat.
and let us remind them, bro, they can, post pictures, their comments,
Yes.
and use the hashtag.
Ito,
Asan?
hashtag
Ayan. Ito.
EC2021.
Breaking
Breaking barriers.
barriers,
Don't forget, guys, whenever you post pictures, videos while watching our kickoff training, don't forget, when you're posting, use EC2021 Breaking barriers.
Ayan,
There you go,
okay.
guys.
Those who would do that would really break barriers.
Yes, I agree with you, sir.
Okay. So, meron pa yata. Meron pa. So, si
Here.
Darlene Sugar, one of our top leaders
Wow.
in the Philippines. Hello, Sugar.
Yes,
Regards to your team watching right now.
I also saw, Sir Carlo Buenaventura, one
Si-
of our Hall of Famers.
Sino yun?
Ay,
Tuloy-tuloy lang.
tuloy-tuloy lang. Just keep on
Sir
going.
Carlo, yung nagpasikat ng tuloy-tuloy lang. No?
Yes.
Okay.
Ang dami.
Persistence.
Sir.
Ibig sabihin nun. Oh, allow me, brother. So,
Yes, sir.
one of the first Hall of Famer in Africa,
Wow.
Mr. Namdi Anwachuku.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello, Sir Namdi.
My brother from Nigeria. Hello, brother.
Hello.
Regards to our fellow Africans watching there. Okay. Yan.
Yes. And of course, sir, ito, Christopher John Pineda, the
Ay.
founder of Project Multiply Online. And of course, Anthony Tare Jr. from Universal
Bohol.
Alliance. Hello, guys, from Bohol.
Bohol, no? Si
Oo.
CJ. Thank you,
CJ.
CJ.
Oo.
Also, si CJ. And
Yun.
of course, sabi ni Dudes de los Santos from Singapore is also watching. Dami. So again, don't forget to take a photo,
Yes.
comment, and then of course use the hashtag
Here. EC2021.
2021 Breaking Barriers. Okay. So dami pa rin nagre-request eh.
Oo, ito pa, sir. Oh.
Oh, si Jason Lino nanonood.
Jason Linus watching.
Okay. Wala.
And Albert M. Tiong is watching right now. Hello. Mas maganda, guys, if you're going to comment yung location nyo ngayon para mas mabati po namin kayo.
Tsaka pa-hashtag.
Oh, don't
Hashtag.
forget Don't forget the hashtag.
Ito kasi maybe they can see it. So it's
here.
here. So let
Ito,
me
sir.
ito, baka maapakan ko.
Ito, dito, sir. Dito.
Usog ko nga.
Dito.
Easy 2021
EC2021
Breaking Barriers.
Yan,
Yan.
So don't forget, guys, wrong spelling wrong. Yan.
Tsaka wrong pronunciation.
Dapat correct yung yung spelling niyo sa breaking barriers, ha?
Grabe ang mga naka-line up. No? So
Oo,
from
sir.
the first two speakers, ay naman. Halos dalawa. We saw two speakers.
Correct,
of course. So very inspirational. No? Si Miko,
Appetizer.
Mr. Spongeability, and of course si Jinky, no? Truly talagang very inspiring. Thank you, Jinky. And I'm sure a lot of you would be soon the next, probably Miko Imson, the next Jinky, right?
Yes, tama.
Yan.
So I believe, guys, this year with empowered consumerism, just like what we've said a while ago, this year you have to claim it. This year, whatever dreams that you have to achieve it. Do whatever it takes. With this kickoff training, this is our culture. Diba, sir? Kasi we came from bakasyon, we
Yun.
relax.
I'd like to talk about it.
Holidays, and all those kind of things, na-relax tayo. But with this kickoff training, Yung
Agree.
katulad ng lagi mo sinasabi, sir, babalik tayo sa working mode.
Working mode,
Oo.
tama. In fact, brother, no, so medyo nauna akong pinanganak. I was born ahead of you here in EC. Okay. So it has been a tradition. No? So I think we are one of the, if not the first, one of the pioneers who initiated this kind of training. Just like what you have mentioned, because we came from a vacation mode, di ba? Vacation.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes it's very hard to go back to the working mode or to the payaman mode.
Yes, tama, sir.
That's why we have this. No? In fact, a lot of our friends in other companies, somehow, following us. Because
Yeah.
when they do that because, it's effective.
Yeah.
And
Tama,
of
sir,
course,
tama.
aside from kick-off, ano ba yung kick-off? But why do we have kick-off, brother?
Siyempre, of course, sir, kick off in terms of, aside from going back to the working modes,
Yeah.
your planning, whatever it is that you want to achieve this 2021, it's very important that you have to attend this kick-off training. Kasi it's not just a jump start, but it's our culture. Now, whatever it is that you're doing, whenever there's kick-off, you have to attend. It's a mortal sin that if you're part of empowered consumerism and EdPlan 2.0 and you're not going to attend kick-off training, it's a mortal sin. Okay?
Yes. Not, apart from that, brother, you're correct. Yung kick-off, we would like also not to jumpstart, just like what you have mentioned. We would like also to kick off the negativity.
Yes, that's correct,
Okay,
sir.
that we have experienced.
Way back 2020, no?
Tapos na yun, binanggit ni
Oo.
Miko. So maganda, no? So kick off so we can break barriers.
Tama, sir.
Okay?
Kasi there's a lot of unprecedented things, somehow, parang negative things that we have experienced last 2020. But this kick-off training, we're going to brush all the things that we experienced negatively last 2020.
Wala
Kaya we
yan.
have to start fresh this 2021. And it's very important that you have to attend our kick-off training, sir.
That's why you don't want to miss the other speakers.
Yes, kasi there's a lot of lineup of speakers sir, na sobrang madami
Ay,
silang
nako.
matututunan.
Line up for
Grabe.
all of you today.
Oh,
So we will break all barriers from inner barriers.
yes, sir.
In fact, even physical barriers.
Yes, tama, sir.
We have different. They have. No, not
They have.
us. Pero let's claim it. No, that we
Oo,
have.
kasi
We're
we're part of the
part.
company.
We have lined up.
Oh, yes.
galing. No?
So, ganda ng mga lineup. Kasi sir,
Oo.
as I mentioned, right, just to add, not just internal, not just physical, but of course, the barriers within the team.
Tama.
Later on, we're going to have a
Team.
speaker. Yeah, team.
Personal barriers,
Personal.
team,
Oo.
process.
Process, sir. Iba.
How to
Dami.
break barriers when you using process. How
Oo.
would you process? Ang
Oo,
ganda. no?
galing.
So, galing. no?
Kanina sir, di ba, nakita na natin some of the PowerPoint, some of the pointers, yung
Na-review.
mga speakers, di ba? Grabe, nakaka-excite yun na, yung mga bibigay nilang training sa
We
atin.
have to check. Baka kasi mali sila eh. No, kidding aside.
Oo.
Okay, ayan, meron pa.
Meron pa, sir. Ayan.
Pindot.
Oy, sir, one of our sharers in Easy Talks yesterday, or
Sino?
if I'm not mistaken, last Wednesday.
Ah.
Yan, Mr. Mark Lindsay Serna
Ay, si
and Ma'am
Marky.
yeah, Myla Serna.
Si Myla.
Yan, partner yan. all the way
Taga
from
ano sila? Bandang Visayas.
Cebu, sir.
Cebu.
Cebu, one of our leaders.
Okay,
in
Cebu. Yan, okay. Thank you for watching and I'm sure including their group. No? Thank you. Hello. We miss you sa Cebu. No?
Yes, nakakamiss.
How do you say good morning in Cebu?
I don't know. Maayong buntag.
Maayong buntag.
Oh.
Maayong
Kasi ang alam
buntag.
ko lang Bisaya, sir.
Ano?
Bati ugnaong.
Ano yun? Ano yun?
Gwapo tsaka maganda.
Ay, ako alam ko maot.
Ano ibig sabihin, sir?
Kamukha niya. gagantiya.
Later.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Now, so since we've learned already from our sharer,
Yes,
si
sir.
Jinky, thank you. Once again, thank you, Jinky, for sharing your experience. I'm sure you have inspired a lot of empowered consumers here in the Philippines, but also in other country.
Yes, sir. Sir Adrian, now,
Ito na!
let's make this fast and quick.
Bilis.
It's time to hear the words
Ay, nako.
of one of the most respected gentlemen from our company.
Ay, oo.
Here is our Vice President for Training and Network Development,
Mr. Arnel Limpi!
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Chinidu, Adrian Del Rosario, and Ian Bersenas. Thank you so much. Guys, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. To all of you who are watching right now, magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Thank you so much, and welcome to our kick-off training 2021 Breaking Barriers. Wow! I've been observing our host kanina pa, talagang grabe ang energy, especially Miko Imson. I'm sure, I'm very positive many of you have learned a lot from Miko Imson. Do you agree? Now, I'm very excited right now, but before that, before I start my topic, I wish everyone, I wish and I pray that all of you are in good health, in good shape, in the right mindset, and in full of positivity. Especially today, right after this, later on, you will be hearing lots of motivations, inspirations, messages, and visions coming from our board of directors. Kaya hang on lang kayo, and I'm very, very sure na you will appreciate lahat ng mangyayari today to our kick-off training 2021. You know, 2021 or 2020, there's so many challenges na nangyayari sa atin lahat. There's so many challenges at masasabi natin na maraming pandemic or whatever challenges those na nangyayari sa atin. But sure, I can assure you, I can give you an assurance that there's so many things that's happening to us right now that we cannot control. But I have good news for you. The good news is, there's also things that we can control. And you know kung ano po yun? That's our attitude, our action, our reaction, and our mindset. That's why I entitled my topic right now, as you can see in my slide, the process of breaking crisis mindset. And when we talk about crisis, you have two choices. You can see that as negative or positive, because crisis like challenges. Okay? You can be a victim or you can be a victor. You can be a loser or you can be a winner. It is your choice. Everything starts with a mindset. Mindset is very powerful. And everything starts with the mindset. Do you agree? Pakitype nga dyan, I agree. Mindset. Everything starts with the mindset. Process of breaking crisis, mindset. That's my main topic. And ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Look at this. Okay? Look at this. I want to focus more and concentrate on three words. Reflect, recharge, and reset. Three powerful words that you can easily connect to what happened to 2020. Why am I discussing 2020? Because many people are questioning, many people are questioning, many people are questioning or have some question about, 2020, is this a very, it is not a good year. 2000 was not a good year. But for us, trainers, motivators, we always see positive things in all those challenges. That's why reflect. And we have to reflect. And we say reflect, what do I mean? Let's define about reflection. Reflection, it is a process. It is a process of exploring and examining ourselves. Meaning, everything depends on ourselves, on how we see ourselves. Victim, victor, winner, or loser. The question is, are you a winner or a loser? Are you a victim or are you a victor? It's up to you. But being a positive person, being a distributor here in Empowered Consumerism or EdPlan 2.0, we are all champion, victor, and winner. Okay? What else? I can still remember 2020. 2020. Many challenges. Many people are asking, sir, how can we adapt to these changes? How will we gonna survive? Guys, we cannot control. But always remember that God is always in control. The only thing you have to do is you have to believe in yourself. Okay? Reflection. You have to reflect. Okay? Reflect. Okay, when we talk about reflection, I still remember when I still new in this business, the same thing as an active networker, many of my downlines experiencing discouragements, rejections. Some people, their downlines are promising that they will join the business, promise that they will attend the training, and they never show up. You know what my reflection was? It is okay. It is okay because you cannot control. You cannot control your downlines. It's like in nature. We cannot control the calamity. You cannot control the pandemic. You cannot control the weather. You cannot control that. But one thing you can control is our action. So it depends on how you see things. Here in our business, we will not teach you only how to become successful. Because how to become successful, how to become a multi-millionaire is given already here in our business. All you have to do is you have to be in control. And that was my reflection. That was my reflection. It's very easy. It's very easy. Now my reflection was how to be grateful. Number one reflection in my life is how can you survive those crises? Two words. You have to be grateful. You have to be grateful and you have to be thankful. And some people will say, sir, it's very hard to be thankful and to be grateful nowadays because of this calamity or pandemic. That's why we have training right now to remind everyone, grateful. How can you be grateful? You have to learn how to appreciate. Number one, that's what we call time. Can you type it down? Time. We were given so much time. Unlike before, we are very busy building our network. We are very busy building our career. So much home parties, one-on-one presentation, invitation. Some of us will get tired. But I realized, but because of what happened, we have now enough time to be with our family, with our friends. We have now enough time to learn new things. We have enough time to learn how to make PowerPoint presentation, to how to connect via Zoom. That's time. You have to appreciate that we're all given enough time to learn. What else? We were given a chance. This is my reflection. We were given a chance to help a lot of people. Because of this platform, Economy Driver Plan, or Ed Plan 2.0, Empowered Consumerism, I realized that we were able to help a lot of people, students, employees, even you are an employees, you can do this as part-time. We were able to help businessmen, professionals, even OFW. And just imagine, we were able from ordinary consumer to become an entrepreneur, helping business. And lastly, that's why I'm very excited when we talk about help, AIM Global, we will not give you only how to become successful. We have what we call a live foundation. A live foundation, this is the heart of this business. There was a saying that many people were asking us, what is the purpose of life? The purpose of life is to help other people. Okay, to help other people. And that becomes our life foundation. Okay? So the highest form of living is giving. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to remind everyone, we are not just helping other people to become financially free, to have time freedom and financial freedom. We are giving hope to a lot of people. Regardless of your background, your race, your color, your religion, it doesn't matter. We are giving hope. Can you type it down? Hope. What else? Appreciation. Right now, what I realize, we have to appreciate our company. We have to appreciate empowered consumerism. Why? Because we're giving us equal opportunity. Appreciation. You have to appreciate our products, our marketing plan, our mentors, coaches, uplines. We have to appreciate also our downlines, our users, our consumers. You have to appreciate that until now, we have enough food to eat. We are healthy. And lastly, you have to appreciate what? You have to appreciate what? Our health. It's number one. You are in the health products. And after appreciation, time, help other people, and appreciation, I can tell you right now, never give up. Never lose hope. Never give up. Never quit. And never compare yourself to others. You are unique. You are a champion. You have to appreciate yourself. And lastly, keep moving. Keep moving. Keep dreaming. No, keep dreaming, because our action is always depends on how we dream. Big dreams, big future. Small dreams, small future. No dreams, no future. Now, my question is this. Right now, kayo ba'y nangangarap pa? You know, ang taong pinakamahirap hindi yung taong walang pera. Ang taong pinakamahirap yung taong walang pangarap. So keep on dreaming. Never lose hope. Never, never, ever quit. Are you with me? And last, after keeping, it's about you. Everything starts sa'yo. So that word, from time, hope, appreciation, never give up, and keep, that is thank you. Right now, I'm very thankful. Okay, here's my slide. Alam nyo, ganyan talaga kapag live. Just imagine, kapag live, ganyan talaga. But I want to show this slide so that you will appreciate everything that I will discuss. Listen to this slide. Look at the slide. Ships don't sink because of the water around them. Do you agree? Ships sink because of the water that gets in them. You have to internalize those words. What else? Let's make it fast. Okay? So again, thank you. Can you type it to your laptop, to your cell phone, the word thank you? Because if you are thankful, you will forget all the challenges, all the crises. And that's the first word, to become. What else? To become. You have to know how to reflect. After the word reflect, what comes next? Recharge. You have to recharge. Like gadgets. When we talk about gadgets, what comes to mind? Cell phone, laptops. Even we have expensive gadgets, top of the line. But if you will always use that, it will drain so fast. The more we use our gadgets, it will drain so fast. And how can you use it again? You have to recharge it. The same thing as human. You know, to tell you honestly, that's why we have kickoff training right now, just to remind everyone, it is not easy. It is not easy to build network. Because if you will build network, there's so many expectations. Many people will reject you. Many people will laugh at you. Many people will promise that they will show up, but they will never show up. And when that happens, what will happen to your emotion? You will be drained. Okay? You will feel anxiety, you will stress. All you have to do is to attend trainings. Trainings like kickoff trainings, company events. It will help you to recharge again. So it's very important to recharge ourselves by attending lots of training. Now, can you still remember every time you are doing this business, you're expecting so much, pay-ins, you're expecting your friends, your family, your prospect that they will show up, and if they did not show up, what will happen to you? You will become affected. Recharge. And one way we're doing right now, this kickoff training is to help you to recharge. We will make you 200%. Your battery, we will make it 100%. And lastly, after the after the recharge, that's what we call restart. Can you type it? Reset. What is reset? To start again. To start again. Why we have to start again? Why you have to start again? Why we have to restart again? Because building a network needs a lot of courage, needs a lot of energy. Okay, we have to restart again. So restarting, meaning, okay, restart. Do you still remember when you were still first time in doing this business? You're very excited, 100%. The moment you purchase your global package, you are very excited. Your belief is 100%. Your commitment, you're very enthusiastic. Your energy, you're very committed in what you're doing. But as you go along, you are encountering this many rejections, discouragement. What happened to you? You have to bring back, you have to restart your energy, your belief, your commitment, even your attitude. Okay? You have to reset or restart again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't make it complicated. Don't make it complicated. The reason of this training is to remind everyone that this business, this is easy if you know what you're doing. It will only become difficult. It will only become hard if you are not prepared. That's why this 2021, we are preparing you. We are preparing you so that your dreams will come into reality. Do you like that your dreams will come into reality? You have to reset again. You have to think that this is your first day. Always think that this is your first day, because if this is your first day, all the excitement level, all the commitment, and all the energy is within you. Are you with me? So reset and restart again. Never, never forget the basic. Right now, breakthrough. Right now, breaking barriers. We have to adapt changes, but never, never forget the basics. It's easy. And what are the basics? From prospecting, invitation, presentation, closing, follow-up, and goal setting. Ladies and gentlemen, to all of you, we're very excited. I will discuss everything, okay? We're very excited because right now, part of our innovation, right now we will be focusing. We have what we call Easy Talks. Monday to Sunday, we have 3 seminars, 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and 7 p.m. for our Easy Talks. And good news, because of our, because the company's heart is so big, we have also what we call R2S program or Roadmap to Success. It is designed for our international partners in Europe, in Africa, in Middle East, in Asia. We're doing everything to guide you, to help you, to inspire you, to train you, so that your dreams will come into reality. The only question is, are you ready? Can you type it down? If you're ready, type it down. I am ready. Because if you're ready, we are more ready. Just imagine, we are the only company. Start of the year, the board of directors, top management, we're doing everything. We're doing everything just to support everyone. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? We are back up with 14 years experience. But until now, we are consistent. We are consistent in what we are doing. Planning, innovation, updates. Okay? Masarap tulungan ang mga taong gustong magpatulong. Masarap turuan ang mga taong gustong paturo. So just pakita mo na sa amin yan. Just show that to us. And we are very, very much willing to help you and to guide you. Again, umpisa pa lang ito. Abangan niyo po yung mga next na pag-uusapan natin. I'd like to welcome everyone to our Kick-Off Training 2021, Breaking Barriers, More Power, Empowered Consumerism, and Ad Plan 2.0. Power!
Wow! Thank you, Sir Arnel Limpin.
Yes, what a powerful talk, brother.
Yeah.
So ibang klase talaga. One of our mentors at talagang tumututok who's guiding us sa training team. Thank you, Sir Arnel Limpin, for your wisdom.
Yes, I'm so happy with the reset. Huh?
Reset, no?
Yes,
Wow.
because we are on a kickoff, and kickoff is like, it's a reset button starting this.
again.
Yes, starting this. It's like a jump start. So, tama na yung holiday mode. All right? So now we are back. We are on a reset mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ako naman, what I love most about dun sa sinabi ni Sir Arnel is the reflect. No?
Yeah.
Ikaw, restart, reflect. So, it's not really forgetting what happened to us, what the bad things, but forget the bad things, but not the lessons.
Yes.
But not the lessons, because those lessons will, help us prepare for the upcoming challenges or barriers na tinatawag natin. Whether mental barriers, emotional barriers, or physical barriers. Pwede yan. And yun.
Ang nakakatuwa lang, no? For all the people who's watching right now, Sir Arnel is guiding us. He's been a mentor. He's been a powerful mentor for me,
Yes.
especially on training and guiding us with our schedules.
Lahat.
Yes, and now we already launched the R2S program. Bro.
Yun, R2S program is soon in the Philippines.
Yes,
No?
so all the students of R2S program all over the world,
Yes.
type in. Okay,
Yes.
type in. I saw Ma'am Helen a while ago.
Helen of
Wait. Sorry. Europe.
Ay, Tita Helen.
Yes.
Tita Helen. Okay.
All right. What else? Sorry.
Nag-ilaw, the lights. Okay,
The lights are.
Ayan.
Alright.
Okay. So, what else? Oh, maybe we can greet some of the
Yeah.
viewers right now before we continue.
Oh, daming
Ang dami kasi.
pasensya na kayo ha sa mga
Isa lang. Kumbaga sinasabi, saglit lang. Ano ba sa Bisaya yung saglit?
kadyot lang.
Daw. Okay,
Kadyot lang ba, uy?
Oh, isa lang. Kasi nanginginig yung bulsa ko. Oh, my pocket is vibrating because, hey, can you greet us?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're so sorry if we're not able to greet you one by one. As you know, we're all over the world right now.
Okay.
Right, so I'd like to greet who chatted me, Tita, you know this person from Tacloban, Tita Del Castillo.
Ayun.
Dr.
Oy, Tita Del.
Yes,
How are you,
hello.
Tita Del? Is she back in Tacloban?
Yes, she's back.
Okay. How do you say thank you in Tacloban?
Daghan
Ay,
salamat.
galing. Bisaya pala.
Dili mo pa mabalik niya. Oy!
Oy, ano?
Tinigwang kala eh.
And of course, aim Judah Rufin, reflect. He summarized what Sir Arnel mentioned. Reflect, restart, and reset. You're correct. Okay.
All right. I'd like also to greet Engineer Jerry. He's always watching us and inviting us to his personal exclusive.
My fellow Omonile in Onokwaibe. Okay. There you go.
All right. So now we have another sharer all the way from Bohol.
Uy!
Wow, this is the new normal, brother.
Oh,
This is technology. Even we are here in Manila, we still have a sharer from Bohol. Distance will never be a barrier to share, to be seen, and to be heard.
correct. And sharing his journey for us to learn is no other than
Mr. Bumblebee himself,
Mr. Albert Hasma.
Very remote area of Bohol. This young boy was nurtured to grow to the best possible means his parents could provide through farming. Desired to become priest, he left his family and entered the seminary, graduated cum laude with the degree of Bachelor of Arts, major in philosophy. Fired with lofty ambitions, he decided not to be employed and explored another endeavor. He then discovered a way to make money online. He started to share to his friends, but they rejected and made fun of him. He had been through all the struggles, the betrayals, the rumors, the criticisms, the empty pocket, and all those lonely nights. But he never gave up. He hustled every day. He learned every day from a proven mentor. He did all this even though he felt like quitting. And eventually, he became who he is today.
Give me some space, it's about to go down. Cover your ears, it's about to get loud. It's getting loud. So many years, not much time. Now I'm throwing stones, spitting blood. I'm spitting blood. Yeah, I set fire to the night. Just to watch it burn, I'll pick your fight and cause a scene. Just to make it hurt, I feel the flame so I can take it higher. Gonna set a fire to the night.
can take. Push too hard, I'm gonna break. Yeah, I set a fire to the night. Just watch it burn. I'll pick a fight and cause a scene. Just make it hurt. I'll feel the flame so I can take it higher. Gonna set a fire to the night. Just watch it burn. I'll pick a fight and cause a scene. Just make it hurt. I feel the flame so I can
Now his mission is to duplicate his success and produce more successful entrepreneurs.
Okay, empowered consumers and economy drivers, please welcome Mr. Albert Hasma.
Hello, sir! Sir Jason and Sir Adrian.
Makabuang yung video mo, bay!
Ano, sasalita na mo kayo ng chairman, Albert. Ano, Bisaya.
Clear ba yung audio natin dyan?
Si ano?
Sir Albert?
Yes.
Ayun,
Is my voice clear?
Ayun, bro.
In English naman ako.
Naku,
talaga.
Bisaya
ako,
ka, Inglesero pala to. Hindi naman pala Bisaya to, sir. English talking.
How are you?
Yes, I'm fine here. Hello, sir. Thank you so much sa lahat. Sa lahat ng mga nanonood. Hello po. Alright.
Yan, okay. So, hindi na natin patatagalin to. So, Sir Albert, Upline Albert, the virtual stage is yours.
All right. So, thank you so much, Sir Adrian, and of course, Sir Jason. Okay. So, and first, I would like to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to, to inspire and to, to share my success story to thousands of, empowered consumers all around the globe. So, shout out to all our business partners from different continents, like from Africa, from Europe, from America, right? From Asia, and of course from the Philippines, right? So most especially to my team, Atomic International. Hello there. How are you? My empire, my team, my extended family, right? So you smash the heart button there if you're from Atomic International. Shout out sa inyong lahat. Kumusta po? Magandang umaga, maadjong buntag. All right. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. Right. So, yeah. And I would like to congratulate each and every one of us for, for coming out very, very victorious and very, very strong this last 2020. Right. Congratulations for a very, very productive 2020. And yeah, we know the fact that, 2020 was really, really a challenging year for all of us, was really, really a tough year for all of us. Yeah, considering that there's a pandemic, right? Me personally, honestly, I just finished my, my 14 days home isolation, my quarantine period. And yeah, it was not really easy. It was not really easy. Just like 2 weeks, I was alone in my house. And for sure, every one of us can relate with this, considering that we also experienced last year what we call the lockdown, the quarantine, and everything, right? So, and during my quarantine period here in Bohol, I had so much reflections, and I had so many realizations that came up to my mind, and I want to share this to all of you guys, and I want to focus my sharing based on my experience during this pandemic, because for sure you can also relate with this, since you also experienced, we have the same struggles, we have the same challenges last year, right? So now, one of my realizations during this pandemic is this: you will appreciate, or you will know what you have when it's gone. Am I right? Am I right? So I know most of us here, or everyone, maybe have this nostalgic feeling of all the of the activities, of all the things that we usually did before pandemic, right? And let's accept the fact that the world is totally changing now. Am I right? Let's accept the fact that the world is very, very different because of pandemic. Maybe Paris now is no longer romantic, right? Or maybe how about Disneyland? Maybe Disneyland has no more magic, or even maybe the people in New York and Las Vegas, because I was there a few years ago before pandemic. Maybe people there sleep. Everyone there sleeps, right? So works, or the gyms, malls, movies, etc. Right? Those things are gone now, and let's accept the fact that those normal days, what we call the normal days, are gone now. And you know what, guys? Sometimes I realize that sometimes it's not, according to Sir Arnel a while ago, right? He said that it's not how we spend our time, but it's who you spend with it, right? So during this pandemic, we really appreciate our time, to our we'll spend to our family, to our family members, to our relatives, and same in our business, right? Yeah, the same in our business. I know for sure you miss those moments. I'm still clear. All right. Same in our business, right? So maybe you also miss those moments, those activities, like attending training in our office, like meeting our leaders, like meeting our prospects, or like attending the events in MOA Arena or Philippine Arena, right? So, and those activities suddenly stop, and honestly, our team found it hard to adjust at first, because we were not yet ready during those times. So that was around March last year. So it really tested our strength, push our boundaries, right? So yeah, it's very, very challenging, but you know what, guys, this pandemic becomes the bridge that leads us to where we are right now, right? Maybe it's awkward to say that because of pandemic we have so many blessings. Maybe it's awkward, but we believe that in every crisis there is really a big opportunity. Right? So now we may not be able to visit our office or our business center office to attend trainings, but we are so blessed, because by just one click we can now attend trainings through video call, like what we are doing right now, right? So, or as leaders and speakers, we may not be able to conduct trainings on the stage or in front of a large crowd, but you know what, guys, because of this pandemic, we are taught on how to talk in front of the screen, like while looking at your PowerPoint presentation, and it's like crazy, right? Like you smile alone, you laugh alone, and but I really love and enjoy doing those kind of activities, and those are the activities that I learned during this. Those are the skills that I learned during this pandemic, right? So we may not be able to meet our leaders, our downlines, but because of this pandemic, we were able to build relationship with, from a total stranger to and we build that person to become a professional network marketer. So we are so grateful because of that, because of empowered consumerism. And it reminds me, when we talk about building relationship through virtual, it reminds me during our Thanksgiving last December, we have this what we call virtual Thanksgiving, and each of us had a glass of wine, right? We drank together, and we get drunk together, and you know what? That was one of the most memorable moments, right? During this pandemic. That was, that was really a funny moment for all of us, for the leaders of Atomic International. And these are some of the positive outcome amidst this pandemic, right? So we build new skills, and we learn on how to be a digital entrepreneur, an entrepreneur, a leader who can influence, right? Who can transform a total stranger to become a professional network marketer by just merely facing your screen, your laptop, right? So, but guys, I would like to all the viewers out there, I would like to be very honest, to be very honest with you. During the start of pandemic, we tried to adapt online as soon as we could. As soon as we could. But we had so many challenges along the way. So many of my leaders told me that to find another source of income, because they thought that we would never survive, considering the nature of our business, like meeting our prospects, meeting our clients. But we tried to regroup our team. We stay loyal to empowered consumerism, and although some were not able to survive, in short, they quit, and some of my leaders transferred to another company, but still we make some adjustments. We create a certain path where we develop ourselves to become a digital entrepreneurs, right? So we learned the culture and the techniques of online marketing, and at first it was not easy. It was not easy. There's a lot of mistake, and honestly, every mistake cost us a lot of money. We had so much trial and error during the, that was around March last year, the start of the pandemic. So there were so many judgment. Some criticize us. There's so much criticisms why we're doing this, why we're doing that, and honestly, some turned us down. They put us down. But you know what, guys? We focus on the positive side, and we consider those things as a constructive criticism. So we made a lot of sacrifices, trial and errors, but you know what, guys? We never gave up. We fight for our dreams, right? We keep on evaluating, and then we adjust, we evaluate, we adjust, we evaluate, we adjust. So me and my directors club, because I have 10 directors club under my team, so we keep on creating a certain path, a certain system where that is very easy and very duplicable, that can be applied to all our leaders, right? So, and after a few months, even if it costs us a lot of money, effort, sacrifices, but here's the thing: we did not quit. We did not fall back, right? We took the risk, and we did not fall back. You get my point? And after a few months, we break our own records. In fact, recently, Doc Ed sent us a message during our Thanksgiving, recognizing our team as one of the fastest and growing groups now in empowered consumerism. In fact, in the midst of pandemic, I have so many leaders who bought their cars. And here are, I would like to show some of the pictures here. All right, I would like to show some of the pictures, some of my leaders who bought their cars, and not just cars, but of course, sports cars. Many of my leaders bought their sports car in the midst of pandemic. So, direct, can I show some pictures here? I want to show some pictures here, right? Are we still? Yan! Ayan. All right, it's loaded. Yan! These are some of the top leaders of Atomic International who bought their cars in the midst of pandemic. So sports car like Junel Cannon, who bought his Ford Mustang, Jomen Mendoza, his GT86, the Genesis Coupe by Jo Marie and Clang from Cagayan de Oro. Next, we also have, Coach Johnny Gara purchased 2 sports cars in the midst of pandemic, the GT86 and the Genesis Coupe. All right, next, we also have, these are my top leaders from Cebu. Before, grabe, pangandoy ra namon pangarap lang namin to na magka-sports car lahat. But because of empowered consumerism, our dreams turned into reality. All right, not just cars, but some of my leaders, my top leaders are now planning and, building their own house in the midst of pandemic. All right. So I would like to announce, by the way, this one. This is the latest because this is Bon Bonhayag Jr. and he texted me a while ago and he gave me permit to to formally announce that his brand new Chevrolet Camaro will be released this coming Monday. Imagine how grateful we are because of empowered consumerism, even in the midst of pandemic. This guy will buy his brand new Chevrolet Camaro and will be released this coming Monday. All right, so next. All right, these are some of the top leaders, not just cars, but some of my top leaders build their their own house in the midst of pandemic. This is Yunel Paderog from Cagayan de Oro City. This is Jomen Mendoza. Right, next. This is next. All right, this is the one in the right side. That's Coach Edmond Hora, who just purchased his brand new house on lot. Coach Paul Manatad in the left side, right? So next. All right, so that's it. All right, so now, you know what, guys? And a lot of my leaders, not just cars, not just sports cars, not just, not just houses, but in fact, a lot of my leaders got their first million check in the midst of pandemic. So that's normal. Honestly, in our team, we got some of my top leaders got their first million in just 3 months time to 6 months time. And that's normal for us. It's abnormal if you will earn 1 million pesos in 2 years in empowered consumerism, because the normal way is around 3 to 6 months time, right? And in fact, just recently, our team created an average of 10 to 12 millionaires per month. Again, our team created an average of 10 to 12 millionaires per month, right? So aside from that, before, there were only 8 of us there were only 8 of us who became part of the top 500 of empowered consumerism. But recently, there are around 86 from our team who are now part of the top 500, and 8 of them are now part of the the top 20 last quarter. So me personally, I'm so grateful with empowered consumerism, because in the midst of pandemic, my greatest achievement during this pandemic is we were able to buy another investment. We were able to buy another property here in Bohol, an 8-figure worth of property, right? So that's, to be exact, that's around 14 million pesos. That's around 14 million pesos worth of property, and we paid it cash on the spot. Imagine, we are so grateful because of this, because of empowered consumerism in the midst of pandemic, right? Who would have ever thought that an ordinary guy like me, who lived in Bohol, right? Who live in Bohol, can purchase that kind of property, a 14 million pesos worth of property, right? So now, again, I'm sharing this to you, not to brag our result, but of course to to give us hope that there is a big opportunity amidst this pandemic. And of course, for you to realize that before we achieve this this kind of result, we also had a lot of struggles. And I want you to be aware that you too may fail at some point in your business, in our business. You too you will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something, right? So you will be rejected by by your clients, by your prospects, or you will be misconceived as scammers, right? You will be blocked by you will be blocked by Facebook. So you are really a real online marketer if you experience blocked by Facebook, right? So you will lost a lot of friends. And hey, name it all, I've been there. But take note. I'm telling you, look at me now. To all the viewers out there, look at me now. You should embrace the challenges. Why? Because it's inevitable. It's unavoidable. It's part of it's part of our success. It's part of the journey, right? You should understand the fact that that not everyone is supposed to like you. Or meaning, we should understand the fact that not everyone is supposed to support in our business. Do you get my point? You should understand that not everyone is celebrating on your success, that not everyone is cheering on your success. And that's life. And that's life. You should accept that. Because even in the Bible, David would have never become the king without Goliath. Do you get my point? Or even Jesus Christ would have never risen from the dead and brought us salvation without Judas betraying him. Do you get my point? So that's life. That's life. That even if how good you are to them, if even if how beautiful or how that you offer a good business to them, but still they can find negative comments about you. You are a scammer or anything or everything what they say, because of they are there are a lot of people who will go against your principle in life, and that's normal. Why? Because some enemies are designed as part of our destiny. Now the question here, can we control them? Can we control? Of course not. All right, so stop allowing other people to to control you. So because according to Sir Miko a while ago, we can control ourselves, right? As the saying goes, we cannot control the storm from coming, but we can prepare for it. Am I right? So likewise in our life, we cannot control how someone else behaves, but we can control how to react. So just keep running your race. Focus on your dreams, not bothered by who's not celebrating or cheering on your success. So just focus, just keep running. Even when the world says give up, you get back up. Why? Because there is God who is willing to back us up. All right? Even if we are not on the same roof today, even if we are far from each other, but for sure, we share the same dreams. Am I right? We share the same vision. We share the same mission. And that mission is to help other people become successful. So dream your wildest dream in life, whatever how hard it is, whatever how difficult it is. Just say it's possible. Why? Because we have the best company. We have the best company, Empowered Consumerism. And me, my family, and my team, Atomic International, are so grateful because of EC, because we were able to survive the challenging 2020. We sailed our team through rough waters, right? And we coming out very, very victorious, very, very strong. So with that, I would like to say thank you to my team, Atomic International, my mentors, my sponsor, Christopher Gubapak, my coaches, Elni and Annette Tare, all right? So from Bohol, and of course, I would like to grab this opportunity to say thank you to all our board of directors, Doc Ed, Sir John, right? The VP, Sir Georgian, Sir Arnel, the whole management of Empowered Consumerism. All right. Thank you so much for for actively remaining operational and continue to supporting our EC community, like to manage essential services like the products, and most especially the our commission, the payout, right? So thank you so much, everyone. Again, this is Albert Jasma, and for sure 2021 is our year. To God be the glory. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yes! Amen!
Daghan na salamat.
Ano yung malaki? How do you say big?
Daghan.
Daghan. Big result. Thank you for your for being an inspiration, Albert.
I'll
Grabe.
teach you something, Sir Adrian. We say, buang.
Uy.
Nakakabuang yung results
buang,
niya.
Okay.
Oh.
Truly, no? In spite of the challenges, no? Barriers din yun, no? Diba?
Yes.
Barriers, what's happening around the globe, no? They were able to thrive because of all the building relationship, and because of this platform, your Empowered Consumerism or EdPlan 2.0.
Actually, the more of the comments that are the people are watching, they had many things saying, never give up, never give up, never give up, never give up. I
Agree.
like that. Agree.
Ayun. Okay, so to continue, brother. Eto, no, so from breaking internal barriers, diba? Internal barriers, and also how to break barriers using process. This time, it's gonna be more deeper. We have the ingredients, if I may say, bro. Yan.
Perfect.
Okay, and our resource speaker is no other than known as
As the Mr. Encyclopedia.
Ay, nako, luma na yan. That's old way. Mr. Google.
Google. Pinalo si Google.
Practically, he doesn't know everything, but knows a lot of things. No, pwedeng itanong lahat. You can ask him anything.
Especially in this business, bro.
Okay. Now, let's hear it from, brother, no less than our Vice President for Business Development, Sir Jurgen Gonzalez.
All right. Thank you very much to our dear hosts, of course, Adrian and Jason, and of course to our co-speakers for tonight, beginning with Miko. What a wonderful topic he had. And it was really, really full of substance and learning together with our Vice President, Arnel. And tonight is more than just the tradition of Alliance in Motion or Empowered Consumerism, because normally, one of the most important events of the year, we start with our kickoff training. But more importantly, other than just the tradition, this actually sets the direction of our company together with the network and of course the leaders for the whole year. That's why it's very vital for you leaders to actually gather your groups and make them attend this kind of event every year, beginning of the year, because again, this actually sets the direction of the year. But more importantly, this is our vision. All right, this is your action plan, and at the end of the year, you can actually say that I have broken barriers. Last year, our topic was about indomitable spirit or having an indomitable spirit. And as I've said, it's not just about giving you direction, but more importantly, taking action about our theme. Because themes are actually set for us to have a direction and take actions. So today or tonight, my sharing would be about the formula in terms of breaking barriers, because there are very, very important ingredients for everyone to be able to break barriers, or in layman's, we call it about shattering or breaking the glass. Because more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people have these self-imposed limitations. And if you're a truly achiever, ladies and gentlemen, it is important that every year you try to break your own records. Not only about your income, could be probably about your relationship. You want to take your relationship to a different level. It could be your career advancement, or it could be about breaking barriers in terms of your business or how far you have gone. But we have to take in consideration how people actually break barriers. And tonight, I'd be sharing with you what I've learned over the last 20 years that I've been involved in this industry about the 4 key ingredients of breaking barriers that everyone actually can do. Breaking barriers is not about magic, or it's not just about being great. There are actually people all over the world who have applied important formulas for them to be able to break those barriers. And everyone, practically you and I, can actually use this formula to break our own barriers. Again, it's just not about breaking barriers in terms of your income, breaking barriers about your career advancement. It could be applied to every particular areas in our lives. That's why it is very easy to memorize, ladies and gentlemen. The number 1, key ingredients. These are very, very important. It's like trying to bake a cake, where you gather these ingredients and you try to, of course, apply the principles in baking a successful cake. But that doesn't mean that it's just about the ingredients. It's about the skills, of course, of gathering and using these ingredients to actually come up with a very, very good cake. And number 1, of course, among these ingredients, there must be a preparation. What I mean by preparation is that the hard work of building capabilities cannot be ignored. If you want to break barriers, ladies and gentlemen, you must take time to really build your capabilities, your talents, and your skills. Breaking barriers doesn't happen overnight. To become successful, success is measured not in miles or doing some big things. To become successful, ladies and gentlemen, as they say, success is measured in inches. It's doing small, small things every day that are vital for your ultimate success towards the end. So it's very important that there must be preparation. And for all those people you have seen who have broken records, whether it's in sports, whether in their personal lives, whether in their career, whether in business, or even in our industry, you must be able to see these people. You have seen these people prepare. Took so many time for them to prepare to to build their skills, to build their capabilities. No one ever become great overnight. You know, for some people, they think that success is overnight. I've seen, or I've read this story about one successful person in FB, and he said, you know, success is overnight and 40 years. All right? Meaning, his overnight success apparently took him 40 years to become an overnight success. You could see Joseph Lim, you could see Roy Zaldua, you could see, of course, Albert Jasma and all other sharers become successful. But behind the scene, ladies and gentlemen, it took them a lot of time to prepare. So I'd like to tell you that, you know, before you even break barriers, it is important to actually take time to prepare, to build your capabilities. So that's why sometimes if you ask yourself, why aren't you getting anything in terms of your results? Let me tell you where you are right now. Probably you are still in the beginning, or you are still in the preparation stage. That's why you should never ever get discouraged. People take a lot of time to prepare. People take a lot of time to build their capabilities. And actually, if you measure success, you know, success could be overnight, but it takes years to become prepared for your own success. Number two key ingredient, it's not just about building the capabilities. It's about having the right character, because character plays a very, very important role. It's not just about having the right skills. We saw a lot of people, we see a lot of distributors around us. You know, they're good in speaking, they're good in building their network, they're very good in terms of prospecting, presenting, closing, and all these skills. But sometimes it's not just a matter of skills. It's important that you must have the right character, the integrity and values. Values like commitment, belief, determination, of course, vision, compassion, and everything. Those are put into action on a daily basis by the person who seeks to surmount barriers, allows a person to deal effectively with the resistance that is inevitable. So I'd like to highlight the last part where it says, effectively deal. Can you imagine? Effectively deal with the resistance which is inevitable. So which means if you are trying to break barriers, again, in the beginning, I've said if you're a real achiever, you know, you have to break barriers. You cannot just be an average distributor. If you want to become an icon in this industry, if you want to become really big in this industry, you know, you have to achieve and you have to break barriers every year. Whether, you know, in every areas of your life, it doesn't matter. But the important thing to remember is that when you try to break barriers, there is, and you can never prevent this, resistance, and it's inevitable. Resistance probably from people around you, resistance probably from things that you cannot control, like, you know, what we are dealing with right now, the pandemic all over the world. And the whole world is facing this, you know, pandemic, this dilemma, this crisis, and no one is excused to this. But it's a matter of our character playing the right role in terms of dealing with this pandemic, because a lot of people, you know, with this pandemic became a blessing to them. We've seen a lot of our distributors here where, you know, during the pandemic, it was the time they broke their first million. It was the time they bought their machines or their cars, their big cars. Like in the group of Albert, he was saying earlier that some of his downlines this year are going to, you know, break barriers by buying not just ordinary cars, but, you know, muscle cars, sports cars. So, ladies and gentlemen, if there are people who are becoming successful in the midst of this pandemic and there are people who are not, it's not because of the circumstances around us. Like what Miko said, it's about our internal power, and that is our character. Next is that, of course, as other than preparation, other than having the right character, it is important that a barrier breaker, all right, if you want to become a barrier breaker, all right, you must have something special, something extraordinary to offer, such as probably a talent, a perspective, or probably a special skills that provide real benefits. What I'm saying here is that if you want to break barriers, ladies and gentlemen, you can never be an average person, because an average person doesn't get, you know, extraordinary results. If you're an average person, probably you take action in the average way of doing things. If you're an average person, probably your mindset is for average person. And if you are thinking, ladies and gentlemen, in an average way of thinking, if you are taking actions in terms of average way of taking action, don't expect that you will get extraordinary results, or don't expect to break barriers. Because if you're an average person, you normally get average result or even under average result. So you must develop yourself into something that is extraordinary. Probably you can work harder than the rest. Probably you can, develop these specialized skills in network marketing where, a lot of people are really good in building their network. So that's why they build their capabilities in network building in terms of their skills. So what is very, very important is that you set your mind that you have to be extraordinary, because barrier breakers are not average people. Those who have broken the first million in AIM Global or Empowered Consumerism or in our Ed Plan 2.0, believe me, they are no ordinary distributors. What I'm saying is they started ordinary, but they developed themselves into someone who is extraordinary now. And by applying all these formulas, I'm telling you, you can also be a barrier breaker this year and in the next years to come. Number 4, very important ingredient. I will summarize: preparation, character, of course, offer something that is extraordinary or special. And number 4, ladies and gentlemen, opportunity must exist. There must be an opportunity where you can break a particular barrier. Of course, if you are prepared, if let's say you have the right attitude, you have the right character, you are playing the right role, and not only that, let's say, you have something very important to offer, real benefits and perspective. It could probably be about your talent or your skills. But if there is no opportunity that exists to break any barriers, then your preparation is useless. Then your character is useless. So there must be an opportunity that exists. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for everyone, for us to better understand how this formula and how you could use these 4 key ingredients in terms of breaking any barriers you want to set, or any barriers that there are in your way, probably your self-imposed limitations, probably about your confidence, your personality, probably about your relationship with other people. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at some people who were able to break some barriers. Let's look in sports. For example, we have Jackie Robinson, the first African-American in 1942 who broke the so-called color barrier. Why there is such a barrier or a color barrier at that time? Because, ladies and gentlemen, in American baseball, before 1947, the only people who are allowed to play baseball are the white Americans. Well, we all know for a fact that there was, racial discrimination at that time in the US. And so, the African American were considered second-class citizen. And some of them were actually, during the 1800s, 1700s in the US, they were actually slaves. And this kind of culture in the States actually, transpired even in the early 21st century. So in their national sports, which is American baseball, African Americans are not allowed to actually play. But in 1947, a young man in the name of Jackie Robinson broke the so-called color barrier. And what did he do, ladies and gentlemen, to break this barrier? Number 1, he was prepared. When we say he was prepared, he worked hard to develop his skills. He knew he could never be like those white American baseball players. He knew that he had to have an extraordinary capability. And that's why he prepared himself so much that he dedicated so much time to develop his skills in terms of running and stealing some base, because we have these 4 bases in American baseball. So he developed skills over a period of time. And, by applying this formula, ladies and gentlemen, he broke the so-called color barrier. And not only that, being the first African-American to ever play, it was, of course, obvious, it was, of course, expected that he will be, facing a lot of shunning, facing a lot of resistance from a lot of people, including the players, including some coaches, including some, baseball owners themselves, and of course, he took a lot of resistance and shunnings from insults of his fans or the fans of baseball for that matter. And so his character played a lot of role. He was not only fast in stealing bases, but he had this character, ladies and gentlemen, a depth of character to resist the shunning of other players and the barrage. Can you imagine? Not simple insults, but barrage. When you say barrage, a lot of insults coming from different sources. And ladies and gentlemen, he had something to offer. The third formula, the third key ingredient in this formula. What is that? He had a wonderful ability to put on a dramatic display every time he stole a base. What does that mean? Ladies and gentlemen, he was not boring. When he was trying to steal some base, he put on a dramatic display where the fans got excited. It was something that, unique to the game because it was so dramatic when he tried to steal some games, like creating some excitement and suspense all over the world. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was something unique from him. It was something that is special for him. And the fourth key ingredient in this formula is, of course, there was an opportunity. Opportunity existed when the team owner, all right, of Brooklyn Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen, offered him the chance to play as the first African-American baseball player in the U.S. So there was an opportunity for him, but let me tell you this. Even if there was the opportunity, but he was not ready, I don't think that the team owner will ever choose him. So my challenge to everyone is that, there's a lot of opportunity around, especially in empowered consumerism, in our ed plan or economy driver plan. There exists a lot of opportunity in your own team with the power of your mentor, uplines, and of course your sponsors. But the challenge is, are you ready? Next, let's see the life of another barrier breaker in the form or in the name of Mr. Chuck Yeager. Chuck Yeager is the first person, the first test pilot, all right, in the history to ever break the so-called sound barrier. Sound barrier means, he flew an airplane, he flew a jet plane that can fly faster than the speed of sound. Can you imagine what is the speed of sound like I'm talking to you right now and how fast the sound is when it reaches your ears? When I talk, it reaches your ears. How fast is that? Let me tell you. By figure, sound, the speed of sound is about 1,235 kilometers per hour. So let's try to imagine this for the people who are driving. I drive cars, and sometimes when I go to, our national highway here or our expressway here, I drive about 120 kilometers per hour. Or if I know that there's no radar or there's no people looking at the speed, probably I could go to a maximum of about 140 to 150 kilometers per hour. And you can just feel the enormous strength of the machine, of the engine at 150 kilometers per hour. That's already so fast. Some Formula 1 drivers, they drive their cars like 300 kilometers per hour. If you ever ride, let's say, a Jumbo or let's say a Boeing or a jet engine, that could run or that could fly about 400 kilometers per hour. But at 1,200 kilometers per hour, oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of potential danger can happen to you. But in 1947, this wonderful guy, Mr. Chuck Yeager, broke the sound barrier. And how did he do that? By applying the formula that I've just discussed with you. Number one, he was prepared. He was relentless, ladies and gentlemen, a relentless quest for improvement into level of skills that earned him the top test assignments. He developed skills over a period of time where he knew that he could be chosen as the top test pilot. Because at the time, if you try to break some barriers, especially with the sound barrier, they chose pilots who are assigned to actually, we call test pilots, or they test some kind of airplane engines, machines, and everything. And he made sure, Mr. Yeager made sure that he was prepared for that assignment. And not only that, he was not only prepared, he had this character, ladies and gentlemen. He demonstrated an extraordinary capacity to remain calm and focused in stressful situation. Because can you imagine if you try to, again, drive a car, or probably, ride an airplane or test an airplane, and you will reach up to about 500 to 1,000 kilometers per hour. Can you imagine all the shaking, the turbulence, all this resistance, and all these potential dangers that you are about to face? But Mr. Yeager, what he did was he was known to remain calm. He was known to remain focused in stressful situation. And this stressful situation is not only applicable in, trying to break the sound barrier. Every one of us faces a lot of stressful situation every day. And probably one of the most stressful situation we ever face is, of course, having to live in our generation with this pandemic. But it's a matter of being calm and at the same time being focused, because we can practice grace under pressure. And for a lot of people, we actually think better if we are calm, if we are focused, and we are under grace. So Mr. Yeager had this kind of character. That's why he was the one who first broke the sound barrier. And number three, he had something to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, he possessed extraordinary commitment to one thing. He just did the work. He never complained. Of course, taking big risk, he was afraid, he had this fear, but he focused on just doing the work. He never complained. And most of us, when we try to, break our own records, accomplish some things, or probably achieve some things, we got overwhelmed with a lot of these distractions. And I think that is one among the topics of Mr. Miko Imson earlier about these distractions. And if we want to, really focus on getting what we want, one of the most important things is that we just try to do the work in front of us and never try to be intimidated of what's going to happen. And of course, number 4 formula is that there's an opportunity for him to break the sound barrier, which means he was selected to fly the rocket-powered Bell XS-1 because of his outstanding flying skills. He had these wonderful flying skills. Again, there was an opportunity. No one ever broke the sound barrier. And he had these skills. He had this wonderful character. And he was ready for it. That's it. 4 key ingredients rolled into one. The guy was ready. He broke the sound barrier. Last, of course, we try to look at the life of one of the most successful businessmen in the whole world in the form of course, Mr. Sam Walton. Mr. Sam Walton was an American businessman, best known as founding the retailers Walmart and Sam's Club in the US. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, Walmart Stores Incorporated grew to be the world's largest corporation by revenue. Can you imagine the world's in terms of magnitude? It was not just an ordinary corporation or company. He built Walmart as the largest corporation by revenue, and as one of the biggest private employer in the whole world. He broke that barrier just by having a discount store we call Walmart or Sam's Club. And how did he do that? By applying the 4 key ingredients and knowing the formula we are discussing tonight. And that formula, ladies and gentlemen, well, in 1962, he started by borrowing $20,000 from his father-in-law. All right? He started Walmart in 1962. But after 12 years, in 1974, he had about 78 stores. And his competitors have about 851 stores. We call it Sears in the US. And Kmart at that time was the largest retail store, which has about 1,326 stores. But, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. By, 2004, he had about 4,400 retail stores all over the US and a revenue of about $250 billion in 2004. Right now, let me tell you the current statistics. There are over 11,000 Walmart stores right now in the whole United States. And their revenue is about $476 billion every year. Coming from just one store, and he borrowed the capital of about 20,000 US dollars. How did he do that? Number one ingredient, preparation. He had a great passion for learning. You know what did he do? He was not a retailer. What he did was he go to these other stores, learned everything there, and applied every strategy he could in his small store. He was prepared. Number two, he had this character. His resourcefulness was his ultimate resource. For a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen, their complaint is, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough, skills. I don't belong to the right group. I don't have the right prospect and everything. You are always looking for the resources outside of you. But let me tell you this, the ultimate resource is your emotion. Because your ultimate resource would be your creativity, your innovative spirit, your compassion, your determination, and your indomitable spirit. And number three key ingredient is he had something to offer. What do I mean by something to offer? He was great. He was a great project entrepreneur in retail chain industry, because at the time, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of big stores are putting up their businesses in big cities. But what Mr. Sam Walton did was he created these stores, all right, and made it available to small cities so that he could reach to small consumers. And it was something special that only him could offer at the time. That's why he grew so big. And of course, number four, opportunity existed. How did the opportunity existed for this guy? He borrowed 20,000 US dollars to put up a Ben Franklin variety store. Ben Franklin at this time was a known franchise store. And from there, he developed his skills. He developed his retail skills, and then he grew big. So what I'm saying is that, again, some of you probably would borrow your 15 accounts, your 7 accounts, your 3 accounts, and from there, you could grow your business in AIM Global or Empowered Consumerism. The important thing is you must know how to maximize the available opportunities around you. So we have 3 very important examples: Jack Robinson, Chuck Yeager, and of course, Sam Walton. Now, let me ask you, how about you? Okay, it's your turn. How about you? What barrier would you want to break? All right, probably you want to break, you could be the first self-made millionaire in your family. Probably you want to be the first, person to ever own a car in your family. Probably you want to earn your first million. It's a barrier you want to break. Probably you want to be the wealthiest person in your community or whatever. Or probably it could be a personal barrier in forms of fear, doubt, in the form of self-sabotage attitudes, in terms of, let's say, limitations, in terms of low self-esteem and everything. And again, how do you break these barriers? Let's just apply the 4 basic key ingredients. Number 1, the formula to break barriers, preparation. Whatever it is you want to break, whether it's about your income, it's about, the poverty in your family that runs in your family, or probably it's about your first million, or probably it's about your self-confidence, your self-esteem, or whatever. It's important to take note of this very important key ingredient. Number 1, prepare. By why? By what? By how? Practice, patience, and persevere. Practice a lot. If you're not getting your goal yet, it's okay. Practice a lot and be patient, because it takes time to really master a particular skills. And you have to practice a lot until such time that particular skills become a part of your nervous system. Sometimes we give up easily, and we never internalize that particular skill because we don't persevere. So it's important, ladies and gentlemen, that you persevere until such time that something, ladies and gentlemen, will become just a second nature to you or innate to you. When we say innate, it becomes a part of your nervous system. Number 2 ingredient, of course, your character plays a lot of role in this business. If you want to become successful, really break some barriers, the most important character you must have, other than determination, other than commitment, other than hard work, and all these things, is your indomitable spirit, which happens to be our theme last year, because you will never be able to really break some glass ceiling. You will never be able to really break some barriers if you do not have that strength of character. It's not just about having the right skills. It's also having the emotional stamina to really break those barriers. Number 3 key ingredient, something to offer. You must possess something extraordinary, and you can become extraordinary by putting in the extra amount of effort, by putting in the extra amount of time to develop yourself. Again, do not be just an average distributor, because if you think like an average distributor, you will get an average result. What you need to do is develop yourself, your character, both internally and externally, to be able to possess something extraordinary. You work hard on being extraordinary, I'm telling you, you will get extraordinary results in this business. And last, opportunity must of course exist. Even if you are prepared, even if you all have these skills and everything, even if you are able to enhance and craft your character, and even if you have something to offer, if there is no opportunity around you, you'll never be able to apply, or you'll never be able to really break barriers. So what I mean by opportunity must exist, well, opportunity can come in the form of your upline. When your upline probably is looking for someone to develop as his great downline one day, or someone to develop as a great leader. The question is, are you ready to rise to the occasion? Why would your upline choose you from a lot of people in his downlines if you don't have something special to offer? So you must rise to the occasion. You must really shine when the opportunity exists, where your upline is really looking for someone to develop and to really dedicate his time, put in the right commitment. Are you the leader or the downline who is ready for that? Opportunity could come in the form of your uplines or your team, where the team is really looking for direction. The team is looking for a leader. It could be your time to shine. Because sometimes, the most important thing in your group is having a sense of direction, and probably your downlines are looking for a sense of direction, a vision, a path that they can actually follow. And again, you must rise to the occasion when this kind of opportunity exists. You must be there, and you must be ready in the first place. Sometimes, my challenge to each and every one of you is that how many good opportunities have come into your way, but you were never able to maximize them simply because you were not ready and you did not rise to the occasion. Let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, and I'd like to challenge each and every one of you. Do not let 2021 pass without you really maximizing and grabbing the opportunity where you have the chance to rise to the occasion. Never miss the chance, because 2021 is going to be a year where we will be able to break some barriers. But my challenge to you is, are you ready? So if you are, type in your comment section, I am ready. I am ready. Type in your comment section, not just I am ready. Put in a lot of exclamation point, because exclamation point means you are claiming that you are ready. So do it now in the comment section. Those of you who will be doing that, typing that I am ready, I'm telling you, you will be breaking records this year. But those who will never type, you know what's going to happen to you. So that's why I'm telling you, type it now. You miss this chance, I will never ask again. I will ask again that kind of, action next year. So do it right now. Do it right now, because next year I will never be asking you, are you ready? This is the right opportunity, the best opportunity to claim and claim in the entire universe. Shout in the entire universe that you are ready, because if you are ready, I have good news for you. The entire universe will conspire to make it happen for you. And, in this program, all right, they keep telling that, stretching matters. So I'm telling you guys, do not miss a lot of opportunities come your way. Today is 2021 with about what? 370 or 350 days, because there are 365, and today is January 15. We still have about 350 days to go. And make every day count for you to be able to break barriers this year. So in retrospect, ladies and gentlemen, in summary, there are 4 key ingredients, very important key ingredients. And as I've said, it's not just a matter of having the right ingredients. You must be able to use them correctly. Because in baking a cake, it's just not a matter of gathering the right ingredients. It's also a matter of knowing how to mix them up, what is the right timing, and how you really love what you're doing. So key ingredients for preparation, character, offer something special, and there must be an opportunity that exists. Ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of you will break a lot of barriers this year. I'm excited for you. We are excited in empowered consumerism. We're excited for EdPlan 2.0. We are excited in the whole industry. We will break barriers this year. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to each and every one of you. Power and God bless you.
We are ready! Grabe!
Power! Iba si Sir
Great.
George!
Ibang brilliant, brilliant, bro. Talagang brilliant. See? Brilliant. No?
This is what you call Google, Microsoft,
All
Apple.
together. All to grabe, no? So, pero ako, I can summarize that in a few, what he meant, what he shared for the last 30, 45 minutes. I can summarize that in a few words, brother.
How?
Because it has I was able to download it here and down here also. Upload it here and download it here.
Okay. Let me hear that.
PCSO.
PCSO? Saan galing yun?
If you want to break barriers,
Oh.
whether internal barriers, external barriers, PCSO.
What does it mean?
Preparation, character, something to offer, and opportunity must exist.
Oh, di mo alam yun, Sir George.
What took him 45 minutes? It only took me. No, thank you.
Oh,
Sir George.
I thought that PCSO, what you mean was you won in a lottery or sweepstake.
Okay.
3 kilometer, bro. 3 kilometer.
But let me greet Dr. Connie who's watching.
Yes.
Doc Connie, hello.
You know, guys, behind the scene,
I know.
you thought that we are all calm here. If you're going to see Dr. Connie behind the scene, wow, she's always happy and laughing.
Okay. So I'm sure a lot of our empowered consumers around the Philippines and also economy drivers around the world learn a lot. Not only, of course, from Sir Miko Imson, Sir Arnel Limpin, our two shares, and of course, from Sir Jurgen Gonzalez. Ibang klase talaga, no? He elevated talaga the networking industry to the next level.
Yes.
Ibang class.
That's why I'm also one of his, product of his.
Yes, of course, most of us.
Actually, to tell you honestly, he was my upline in my first company.
Okay.
Yes. Down the line.
down the line.
So,
Up to it. But, brother, again, I can't resist because my my cell phone is vibrating again. Yes, I know.
Yes, let's greet everyone. All right, we will start greeting you guys. Okay?
Let me go on first.
Relax.
Ito, iba to, bago. Ito parang sports car to. Team BMW, Bless Mighty Warriors under Christine Hankins. Hello, all the BMW.
Hi, Christine.
Hello, Christine, one of our top leaders also here in the Philippines. Christine, hello, good morning sa lahat ng BMW.
I'd like also to greet the CA Empire from
Yan.
Jensen and Davao.
Yun ba?
Dinerecho PM talaga ako.
Ako rin, in fact, tumalabas na yung mga message dito.
Yes.
My cell phone cannot accommodate. Ito rin daw. My brother from Africa. So, Oga Precious is watching from Abuja. Hello, brother. Thank you for watching our kickoff.
And of course, yung alaga ko from Mantra Infinity. Hello, guys. Type in, ha? You know, guys, remember the hashtag?
Yes.
Okay, remember the
Yeah,
hashtag.
you can
Take a
see it
picture.
from here.
Down here.
Ayan, no?
Yan.
It's
Ano?
here.
Okay, don't forget. Hashtag EC2021. Breaking barriers. Alright? So all the pictures, all the things that you've learned, Okay, so may mga snapshots ninyo, print screen, type it, the summary, the PCSO.
Galing, no?
Si Sir Josh nagulat. Sabi ko, pwede ah.
PCS. Pwede, no? Pero definitely, if you will follow that, no, brother, before we continue, we follow the ingredients. You mentioned a while ago, you thought it's about lottery, it's about sweepstakes. No, when you follow that, definitely you will succeed in the empowered consumerism.
As if
It's like
you won.
You won.
Because the price is like the payout.
Okay.
7 figures.
Ay, nako, Jason, I'm so excited about the next speaker. Ha? Brother.
When you say excitement.
Yan.
Ha? Guys, are you excited?
Are you excited?
If you are excited, type in. I am excited. Come on.
Our next speaker can bring back the dead to life.
That's what you always say.
Oo, talaga.
Even the Ingron.
Ayan. So, brother, without much further ado,
let's all welcome our Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. Excitement,
Sir John Asperin!
Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Wow, it is already officially 2021 and this is our kickoff training. I know you're now excited. Are you excited? If you are excited, type down hashtag EC2021. If you're excited, jump and stand on your feet. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a brand new year. We want to start the year right. That is why we are having this kickoff training for all of you. I know you've been learning a lot from Nico, Arnel, and Jurgen. Now it's my turn to share with you something that will jumpstart the year for you. We are so blessed because one of the fortunate companies in the industry that survived, thrived, and withstood the challenges last year. We had so many positive, successful results amidst the pandemic. A lot of our distributors shined. Many were able to grow their networks and make every successful outcome just by doing the business online. And that is so inspiring. That is why the goal for this year is to increase that number. We want more results, more success. 2020 highlighted the significant rise of new leaders, especially online leaders that showed great potential in the online platform. On the other hand, 2020 was rough and full of uncertainty. The world has changed. The challenges that we face in terms of complexity are different now. And the greater the change, the difficult the challenges. That is why 2021 is a personal year. To adapt and be effective at what we do is just an entry to the playing field. We have to thrive, innovate, excel, and lead in this new reality that we are. And to do that, we need to do more. We need to push more. We need to go beyond our limits and break the barriers. This 2021, we will go beyond our limits and break the barriers. Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we all want to become successful. The question is, do you really want to succeed? Do you really want to make your dreams come true? If your answer is yes, type it down. Say, I am successful. We We all want to be the best that we can be, but sometimes it's just so difficult. It's just too complicated. It takes too much time to get where we want to be and reach our goals. Most of you are still struggling to succeed even after all these years. And now, just why? Because even as the year changes, even if a new year emerges, we are still stuck in our old routines, bad habits, cycles that we just keep going around and around in. And so this year, we break that pattern. We shift and replace them with not just new, but life-changing, lasting, and empowering patterns that will guarantee your surefire success in this business. But before anything else, I want to share with you the formula of failure. A lot of people are asking, what is the formula to success? But they forgot that there's also a formula for failure. Formula for failure number 1, be lazy. Well, we all know that, right? Number 2, surround yourself with people who are equally lazy like you. Number 3, eat a lot of sweets, bad carbohydrates, and fatty foods. You don't have to look at different people, at other people. Just look down there. Number 4, don't create goals. Be aimless. Number 5, never or don't exercise. And finally, number 6, always dwell in your past mistakes. There are so many old, harmful, and undesirable patterns that we are constantly in a cycle every day, especially the ones we struggle with. There are too many to mention. That's why I picked the top 3 destructive patterns that comprises all the others. Pattern number 1, procrastination. As defined in the dictionary, procrastination means to put off intentionally and habitually. Procrastination is the act of unnecessarily postponing decisions or actions. Procrastination is often detrimental to people's ability to successfully pursue their goals. We postpone things unnecessarily, even when we know we should be doing them. Which is why procrastination often leads to a gap between how we intend to act and how we act in reality. A survey found in 2015 found that on average, a person loses over 55 days per year procrastinating, wasting around 218 minutes every day doing unimportant things. Here's the math. 218 minutes per day multiplied by 365 days per year is equivalent to 79,570 minutes. That's equivalent to 55 days. Now, that's a lot of time wasted. The reason we procrastinate varies from one person to another, and it's not always obvious. Sometimes, it is hidden fear that we don't want to acknowledge, or it could be as simple as not wanting to do something because it just doesn't motivate us. It's about time we realize how simple as putting things off that we are supposed to do can delay and worse, waste away an opportunity for us. That is why this year, the best time, the right time to stop procrastinating and start being proactive. The word active means doing something. The prefix pro means before. So if you are proactive, you prepare for something before it happens. And so your action dictates how things happen. The heart of this shift or change from procrastinating to becoming proactive is to take the initiative so you increase your likelihood of success. To be proactive is a mix of hustle and problem solving. As Stephen Covey quoted in one of his books, look at the word responsibility. Responsibility. The ability to choose your response. Highly proactive people recognize that responsibility. They do not blame circumstances, conditions, or conditioning for their behavior. Their behavior is a product of their own conscious choice based on values, rather than product of their conditions based on feelings. Being proactive simply means that you take responsibility for your life and actions rather than just watching how things happen. To be proactive means anticipating problems, finding new solutions, and of course, doing your best. Now, what is a proactive mindset? While as it's true that you cannot always control your environment, however, what you always control is your preparation and your response. Again, from Stephen Covey, your behavior is a function of your decisions, not your conditions. Now, here are the three key main points to be proactive. Number one, be accountable. Take ownership. Your level of accountability for completing tasks is very important as clearly defining a goal that is quantifiable or measurable. So you can find out if you can actually reach it or not, if you can actually do it or not. Let me give you an example. A goal as simple as to get in shape does not make sense. What does that mean when you are in shape? On the other hand, a goal which is to run a mile in under 10 minutes is something you can physically measure and attain. Point is, no one else is going to get where you want to go. It's up to you. Your family, your friends, your group, your mentors are a support system. But that is all they are supposed to be for you. They cannot succeed for you. Only you can do that. Take ownership of your problems, your struggles, your challenges, and realize that nobody else is going to solve them for you. It's in the same way that you are the only key to your success. Number two, find the right people. This one is especially true in our business. Surrounding yourself with driven, effective people is a proven way to help you succeed. Proximity can be an excellent motivator. You get to choose between driven people or people who will drag you down. You cannot have both and expect to succeed. You cannot spend time with lazy people all day and also achieve your goals. Be with people who lift you up. Share dreams, understand your goals, and want to succeed just like you, and you will definitely be successful. Number three, be solution focused. Be consistent. We are all going to run into problems, and that is true. It is how you handle them that makes you effective. The most effective way in handling a problem is to focus on finding a solution. To focus on things that you're out of your control is a waste of time. Focus on what you can control with the final outcome. Your coaches, your downlines, and your team will also learn to approach problems and solutions effectively if you lead by example. You see, success is not about getting everything right. It is about being consistent and persistent. Be consistent at what you do, no matter how small it is, no matter how small the steps may seem right now. Doing the right things day in and day out will move you further down the path to success. Pattern number two, the comfort zone trap. This is very important. A comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing grows there. We all know what our comfort zone is, and we all have one. Now, problem with living in your comfort zone and being trapped in it is that it means you'll continue to do the same things that you do now with the same outcome. You have to realize that living in your comfort zone will never give you the chance to grow and be more than you are now. That means you will always be stuck, never moving forward, never growing. People who are stuck in their comfort zones do not reach their goals because they do things the same thing if it's not producing any result. For successful people, they know that the comfort zone is a very dangerous place. And the one thing that successful people do to break the barrier of being trapped in our comfort zone is finding the courage to face and embrace challenges. Let's talk about embracing the challenge. Changing your behavior is hard and takes ongoing work. The longer you are stuck in your comfort zone, the harder it is to come out. You have to realize, you have to understand that this is the only way. To break free is the only way for you to grow and succeed. You have to embrace the challenge. Now, let me give you 3 tips on how to embrace challenges. First, see the challenge as a confidence-building opportunity. Your confidence is strengthened by overcoming challenges you have faced along the way. B, remember that challenges build capabilities. You have and will get better at things after you have faced the obstacles along the way. You will have new strength and skills you did not possess before. Next, challenges build bench strength. Not only do you grow from difficult or stretching scenarios, but when you overcome them, you get stronger. That is why don't allow where you are today to stop you from becoming a better person tomorrow. Now is the best time to get out of your comfort zone and embrace the challenge. Lastly, and probably the most destructive of all patterns that we have is pessimism. Now, let's talk about pessimism. Pessimism is a negative mental attitude in which an undesirable outcome is anticipated from a given situation. Pessimists tend to focus on the negatives of life in general. Over the years, I have done a lot of trainings that I can even remember. But what always sticks to me, what has always been a living lesson to me, is just how powerful our thoughts are. We are what we think. We become what and who we think we are. It's the exact same thing with negative thinking. Negative thoughts, negative emotions, and outlook. Our actions are product of our thoughts and the way we see things. The power of our thinking is the greatest advantage that we have that can either make or break us in this business. Being a pessimist can be very damaging to your overall personality, ambitions, and goals in life. Did you know that pessimism works possibly to pull you down in all aspects of life? Pessimism demotivates you. It stops you from enjoying life. It also harms relationships. And most of all, it is the one big thing that comes between you and success. It's all about our mindset. Everything begins and ends with the mind. The key to breaking this pattern of negativity is optimism. Now, I want you to watch this video. Let's play this video. All right. Now, this time, I want you to watch again this video. Watch the details very carefully, okay? Watch this video again. Hindi mo marinig? All right. Narinig ba ako? Okay. You can see this guy, this baby actually, a lot of his life is surrounded by negatives. Look, watch this. His car was stowed away and he smiled. He went home, he dropped his keys, and look at his reaction. He laughed at it. Now, hard day, stay positive, be happy. Optimism. This is what I call the basic yet most powerful attribute that you can have that brings you always one step closer to success. People who are optimistic are more likely to work hard to achieve their goals. Being optimistic doesn't necessarily mean that you are shiny and happy at all moments of the day. It just means that you have an ability to look at a situation, and while it may be tough, you are able to see around that corner and see the possibility versus the difficulty. Being optimistic is deeper than just positive thinking. Optimism is defined as judgment that you can do certain things in the future. Optimistic people are more likely to invest, act, and put effort to achieve whatever it is that they want to get done. High optimism will predict high effort and success. Optimism brings about a life of gratitude and happiness. They make the happiest and the most successful leaders. As Winston Churchill said, a pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. We are now on the start of a brand new year, a new beginning, one that proves to be bright and promising. Every moment stuck in the same old pattern is a moment wasted forever. Now is the best time. Now is the right time to shift those patterns, be proactive, embrace the challenges, and live with optimism. Finally, I want you to be prepared. Prepare for all the challenges because life is like a game of chess. You have to be prepared in every move that you make. I'm going to tell you a story about this 300-pound man. Big, huh? One day he was walking inside the mall and he saw a sign that says 100% guarantee, weight loss program, or your money back. And so he thought, wow, I've been doing a lot of things. I've been enrolling to a lot of exercise regimen. I've been taking a lot of pills, but to no avail. But this is far different. Why? Because 100% money back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he went there and talked to the front desk and he said, I want to enroll. I want to know if this really works. But are you sure that it's 100% guarantee? And the sales agent said, sir, it is true. 100% guarantee or your money back. So, okay, all right, I will enroll. So he paid and the guy said, sir, after signing the contracts, he said, sir, tomorrow at 6 a.m., our representative will go there, all right, in your house. And he said, yeah, I know that already. So remember, after a week, 100% guarantee. 10 pounds, you will lose 10 pounds. All right, I know that. I've been doing a lot already. The following day, at exactly 6 a.m., he was still asleep. He was still sleeping. And then, ding, ding, the bell rings. And he woke up, this time again. And he opened the door, voila! A beautiful, sexy girl wearing bra, panty, and rubber shoes only. And a placard that states, if you catch me, I'm yours. And the guy said, is that true? And the girl said, yes. And you know what happened? He runs toward the girl. For 1 week, he did not stop. His goal is to catch the girl. After 1 week, he looked at his weight. He lost 10 pounds. He said, it's effective. And so he said, I want to go back and enroll again. Maybe this time, something is higher. So he said, I want to enroll again. Do you have something that is more effective? Something that is more, you know what I'm trying to say. And so the sales agent said, yes, sir, we have. But this is more expensive. I don't care. You will lose 20 pounds this time, sir, for 1 week. Sure. I will enroll. Make sure it's all out, okay? All out. Yeah, sir, all out. Okay. So he enrolled, he paid, and went home. He was excited. The following day, 6 a.m., before 6 a.m., he was already at the door waiting. Come on, come on. Ding, ding. He opened the door. Voila! A beautiful, sexy girl wearing panty and rubber shoes only. Nothing on top. And a placard that says, if you catch me, I'm all yours. And the guy said, is that true? And the girl said, yes. And so he ran towards the girl for 1 week, but he was not able to catch the girl. But after 1 week, he looked at his weight, he lost 20 pounds. And he said, effective! And so he went back to the mall and asked the agent, do you have something that is all out? Everything, all out. And the sales agent said, sir, yes, we have that. You will lose 50 pounds. 50 pounds? I want that. I want that. This is all out, sir. Yes, I will enroll. Sir, this is a bit expensive. I don't care. And the guy said, the agent said, sir, be prepared. Why? Why do I have to be prepared? Because this is something different. I don't care. I want to enroll. Make sure it's all out. Yes, sir, it's all out. So he paid, and before he left, the agent said, sir, excuse me, you have to sign this disclaimer. What's that for? Well, it's for your own protection. I don't care. I will sign. I will sign. So he signed. The following day, before 6 a.m., he was already at the door. 6 a.m., before the bell rocks, he opened the door. Voila! All out, wearing nothing. A huge masculine guy. And it's standing, the muscles. And a placard that says, if I catch you, you're mine. Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared for 2021. This will be our year, a year of abundance. You are the only one that stands in between you and the barriers that stop you from having the best that life has to offer. So I say, let's break the barriers. Let's go so far beyond our limits and make 2021 our best year ever. Happy New Year!
Yes!
Woohoo! Grabe! Can you feel it, sir? Grabe, yung excitement, yung expression ni Sir John while sharing that story. I'm sure we're not just experiencing the excitement here in the studio, but in the comfort of your own home, wherever you are watching right now, you feel the excitement of Sir John Aspirin. Again, thank you, Sir John, for that wonderful training that you've shared to us.
I wanna lose weight.
You wanna lose weight, sir? Enroll to that.
Thank you, Sir John.
Grabe.
Anyway, grabe, no? So, ibang klase. Thank you, Sir John, for that. So much learning. So, dami
Yes.
talaga.
You know what I really like about what Sir John shared a while ago, sir, it's the last one. You know, be optimistic
Yes.
rather. Because there's always a saying that the highest form of human attitude is always being happy, is being grateful. Bad days are always there. But you know, bad days will always be bad days if you only look at it as a bad day. But for us, in Empowered
Yes.
Consumerism, Economy and Driver Plan 2.0, every day is a great day if you're going to be positive. Right, sir?
Agree. Again, brothers, okay, a lot has been mentioned, but again, a
Yes.
lot has been texting us.
That's correct, sir.
Okay, but don't forget, before we greet you wherever you are, you have to put the hashtag.
Hashtag
Easy. It's here.
Here.
Easy 2021 breaking barriers.
Don't forget, guys, whenever you post something, pictures, screenshots, or videos that you're making right now, don't forget to include our hashtag EC2021 Breaking Barriers.
Ayan. Okay, so starting off, let's greet this. Okay, ito. Team Goal of Singapore. They are watching
Wow.
from Singapore. Magandang umaga po sa inyo. Good morning. Pa-shout out po, Team Goal Singapore. Shout
Yes.
out.
Ito naman, sir, one of our leaders here, Aim1 Infinity, headed by Sir Aris and Ariel, rather. Sir Ariel.
Aris, by the way, Aris is also watching.
Yeah, Ma'am Rose
Aris.
din, Sir Aris.
But
While ago, I
the
saw
one
the
who
picture.
texted you is Ariel.
Ariel.
Okay. Ariel. And of course, from Bohol also. Ayan, ang bilis, oh. You're typing too fast. So, Anthony Tare. Yan, Team Alpha
Wow.
from Bohol. Hello, Bolhot, Bohol. That is what,
wow.
as they say, Ayan.
There's a lot of comments here, sir. Thank you, Sir John. Thank you, Sir John. Thank you. Be optimistic. Thank you, Sir John. One of our leaders are watching right now from Team Aguilas, headed by Ma'am She. Yan.
Agilas. Flying Eagles.
Flying Eagles. Yan, yung may mga pakpak.
Sa bilis ng resulta. And of
Ma'am
course,
She.
we would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for watching.
Yes,
But
of course.
don't go yet because
Oh.
the best is yet to be revealed.
Yes,
as they say.
tama, sir. Tama.
Ayan,
There's a lot of great things. Siyempre, this kick-off training will never be complete if we're not going to hear it from this guy.
But brother, it won't end here, no? As our EC community and of course EdPlan community has been always conducting training every day, offline, online,
Yes.
just like our adjustment in our EC talks.
Yes,
diba? So,
every day, sir. Imagine, we have 3 talks, 2 talks in a day. All you have to do is to really invite those people that you want to share the opportunity. All you have to do is to invite them. We're going to do the presentation. And of course, sir, the training
yes,
that they need to have for them to become successful in the
Monday to Sunday.
Yes,
Okay.
no rest days.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
Yes, sir.
brother, I love delivering this spiel since time immemorial. No? Ever
Yes.
since I was according to the book of life. Okay, yan. Sabi, where there is no vision, the people perish.
Yes.
So
tama,
hindi
sir.
pala just hard work, patience, determination. Vision plays a very important role, not only in business but also in life.
Yes,
We are
tama,
so
sir.
blessed here, brother, in our empowered consumerism business, EdPlan business, because regardless of the challenges that we will be facing, we are being led by a visionary president.
Yes. So without further ado, sir,
Yan.
let's do the honor.
Of course. Let's do the honor. Yan. So to truly overcome all the hurdles.
Yes.
Nagbakil pa eh. Truly, we are led by the best in the industry, brother. Here is our visionary president and CEO, Dr. Ed Cabanto!
You're unbelievable.
Easy more earnings! Easy more earnings and easy more earnings to each and every one of you watching this virtual conference worldwide. Happy New Year and easy more earning to our business partners in Asia, business partners in Africa and Asia Pacific. And I would like to congratulate each and everyone who have stayed on this virtual conference for the past 2 hours. I know that you have been learning so much ever since it started, from Coach Miko to our testimony sharers, from our vice presidents and from my partner, CMO, Mr. John Aspirin. You have learned so much. Congratulations on your new learnings. I hope you practice them a lot so that by this year, 2021, you will be able to break barriers after barriers, so we would together be successful on this year, 2021. Okay, so greetings to our leaders in Africa, in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Uganda, in Kenya. I know you guys are watching. And to all our kababayans, to our Filipino leaders in Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, salamat po ng maraming sa inyo at Happy New Year. And salamat po for staying with us for the past 2 to 3 hours. listening, enjoying the learnings that you are listening for the past few hours. And as for my topic, I would like to share with you some of the knowledge that I have gathered for the past few decades and how we could break barriers personally from the corporate point of view and from the industry point of view, and how we could break barriers after barriers. So are you ready, guys? If you are ready, please key in. I'm ready, Doc Ed. I'm ready, Doc Ed. I'm ready for success this year. So if you guys are ready, okay, for my first slide. Okay, so what are the barriers from an entrepreneur point of view, and how can we break them? So from the entrepreneur point of view, there are many barriers. You have heard it from 2 to 3 hours ago. So I just like to sum it up. Okay, from the personal point of view, there will be emotional barriers. There will be some mental barriers, spiritual barriers, physical barriers that we have experienced, particularly last year of 2020, when we have experienced the height of the pandemic due to the COVID-19 disease. And according to statistics, more and more cases of depression have been recorded. More and more cases of suicide have been recorded. More and more cases of mental issues have been recorded, simply because people are being prohibited from going out, and they have magnified the problem in front of them. And for some people, they cannot cope up. And because of that, they dwell so much on the negative things. And these are the barriers from the personal point of view of an entrepreneur, whether they be offline or online entrepreneur. So what do we need to do to overcome these emotional barriers, these mental barriers, these spiritual barriers, these physical barriers that been inhabiting some of the leaders in this industry, or some of the businessmen, or some of the people whom you might know who are suffering from this kind of obstacles and hindrances? So the answer to this, from a wider perspective, is to be better. If you want to overcome, if you want to fight off these challenges, these hindrances, this year of 2021, simply become better. Better at what you do. In our local language, in Tagalog po, mas galingan natin. Galingan natin saan? Galingan natin sa pag-imbita. Be better in inviting people. Galingan natin sa pagbebenta. Be better in retailing our products. Galingan natin sa pag-keep ng grupo o sa pagpapalaki ng grupo. Be better in growing your group and your organization. So in whatever you do on each and particular aspect of our business, just be better. Sleep earlier, wake up earlier, okay? Read more books, practice the skills more often, talk to your leaders more often, talk to your prospects more often, talk to your customers more often, serve them more often. Just do a bit more of everything. In short, be busy with our business. Okay? Because to distract you of this depression, to distract you of these emotional problems, to distract you of these spiritual obstacles and hindrances, focus on our business. Because if you would focus on our business, you would unconsciously notice that little by little, day by day, week after week, month after month, whether you like it or else, your group will grow. Sa ayaw at sa gusto natin, mas gagaling po tayo if we keep on doing what we do best, which is our business. So just be better. Just be better on creating goals. Just be better in relaying these goals to your entire network. Just be better in knowing your leaders and how to bring out the leadership within them this particular year. So before, we used to do it offline by setting up one-on-one meetings, by setting up a seminar, by setting up a workshop. Now we could do Zoom meetings, we could do Viber calls, we could do a lot of virtual conferences in your strategic group. So just be better and be consistent on a day-to-day basis. Follow up on them, review the goals that you have set aside for this year, make a checklist if you were able to achieve those particular things that you need to achieve on every week, on every month's basis. So that is from the entrepreneur point of view. But what about from the corporate or from the company's point of view? What are the barriers from the company, from the vision side, from the sales network side, from the culture side, and from the management side? Guys, we are not a perfect company. Particularly last year, 2020, we have suffered a lot in so many aspects. We were able to overcome these obstacles by adapting to the new normal. We came up with easy online shop. We came up with easy talks. So we adapted early on. That's why we finished the year 2020 quite strong. And we were able to surpass the sales of the previous year as compared to last year, even amidst the pandemic. So what a wonderful achievement for each and every one of us here in the Philippines. Congratulations to the leaders here in the Philippines for achieving that feat. Even though we suffered a pandemic here in the country, we were able to surpass our previous sales. So how do we encounter barriers from the vision side? So early last year, we came up with an idea. We came up with a vision that we will innovate, that we will expand from one country to another, that we will come up with new travel promos. But because of the pandemic, we were not able to proceed with the travels. We were not able to proceed with the expansion program. We were not able to proceed with the innovation that we intended to do year 2020. From the management side, of course, they need to work from home. And it's hard to monitor sales. It's hard to monitor distributors' growth. It's hard to monitor the inventory. It's hard to monitor certain aspects of our business if our managers, if our employees are working from home. You cannot do inventories when you're at home. You need to physically count the products and the stocks. But of course, communicating with our suppliers is easy. We can do it online. The culture. Previously, we developed culture by meeting them regularly through our seminars, through leaders meetings, through monthly meetings, through core meetings. We do that on a regular basis offline. That's why most of our offices, if not all, we have huge seminar room that can house 50 people, 100 people, 700 people, even 1,000 people. Our Cebu office can cater to more than 1,000 audience. But during pandemic, we were not able to utilize that. We need to adapt to the new norm, which is practice social distancing, which is maximize the presence of our online platform. So we need to adapt. And the sales network. Many of our sales organizations are used to doing the business offline. Go to a certain branch, go to a certain BCO, conduct big seminars, conduct seminars at well-known restaurants or fast food chain, Jollibee or McDonald's. Because of the pandemic, we were not able to do all of those things. Now, these are the barriers. These are the hindrances. These are the challenges we encountered last year. And how do we break them? Be bolder. Type in, be bolder. Type in, we will be bolder in 2021. We became bolder as early as last year. How did we do that? We train ourselves to be knowledgeable with the online presence and the online platform that we have. We trained ourselves to meet via Zoom. We trained our staffs, our managers to meet regularly via Zoom, via Viber calls, and we adapted to that early on. Otherwise, we cannot create huge amount of sales. We cannot even create huge virtual rallies if we did not adapt early on. So we became bolder. We had bolder goals. We have bolder target. We even conducted our anniversary online. And it was one of the very, very first successful virtual rally that we have. We even came to a point that we were able to break a lot of barriers alone with the virtual rally alone in the 2020 anniversary. So we became bolder. So for you guys this year, I highly suggest to have a bolder perspective on our business. We're not a small company. We are a global company. We have a global presence. We're conducting our business in 20 countries. Okay, we're registered into so many continents, and we're exploring continuous expansion program in other countries. So with that in mind, a network leader with a global company with a global opportunity, how should you look 2021? With the bigger, bolder, and better dreams in front of us, how can we work together and appreciate 2021 so that we could be successful in our beginning of this year, successful with our goals, successful with our dreams and ambition? Now, from the industry's point of view, what are the barriers that had challenged our country, our industry, the whole world when it comes to the direct sales MLM industry? Of course, we have the most common fraudulent scams. We have, of course, the legality side, the framework, the laws that are been existing when it comes to the direct sales industry. We have the new players, companies that have started 5 years ago, companies that have started a few months ago, companies that are existing less than a decade. And of course, we have the pillars, or these are the legacy companies, companies that have been existing for more than a decade, for more than 10 years. Now, these are the players. These are the aspects of the whole industry. For each and every aspect of this industry, there are certain barriers that we have encountered last year, or maybe we would still encounter it this year. For the pillars or for the legacy companies, how would they adapt to the new normal? How would they continually take care of their growing number of distributors? How could they continually promote new products? With the new players, we need to see more competitors. We need to see more companies coming up. When we say competitors, these are legitimate companies that has a product, legitimate companies that has a very credible marketing plan that could last more than a decade given the right support. When it comes to the legalities and the framework, we need to have more conscious effort in dealing and negotiating with our government for them to become more strict or to come up with new laws so that less and less fraudulent scams would come up every now and then, either here in the Philippines or from other countries that would penetrate the Philippines. And of course, we need more strict laws that would govern the fraudulent scams. We need to stop them every now and then. So if you are familiar how a scam is operating, report it to the authorities right away. Report it to your uplines. Okay, if you're familiar with how they work just to exist within the next 3 to 6 months or 1 to 2 years and then run away with the money that they had, so it is destroying the industry that we love so much. It is destroying the economy of a certain country. Okay, so please support the industry. Please support the companies that are existing, legitimate companies. Please support your fellow distributors, your fellow business partners, whether here in the Philippines or abroad. Because the only way for us to break barrier simply is to be bigger from the industry's point of view. The industry should thrive. The industry should have multiple players growing simultaneously. Scams or fraudulent organizations should be lessening every month of the year. More laws should be passed on or more bills should be passed on to become laws that would govern the MLM direct sales industry to protect our interests, to protect our businesses, not only here in the Philippines but abroad. So to break barriers as a whole, from a network leader, from the corporate standpoint, from the industry standpoint, simply, okay, be better. Key in, be better. Be bolder. And of course, be bigger. So for this year, the goal of the company is to be better. We want to serve you with a certain service agreement. We want to be at par on how we serve our distributors, not only here in the Philippines, but of course worldwide. If you think that our fellow from the management team, from the country manager, from the trainer in that particular country, from the branch manager, if you feel that you have not been served properly, please message us so we could improve the way we serve you for the better. Ladies and gentlemen, we will coming up with new products and services. We will create more innovation in terms of vertical integrations. We will launch something innovative this year. I cannot tell you in details what it is, but I tell you it's gonna shock the industry. The goal for this year is to become bigger. So if the company, if Empowered Consumerism and Economy Driver Plan 2.0 will be bigger, we don't want for you guys to be left behind. We want you along, aligned with our goals, aligned with our destiny, which is to grow and grow and grow this year, to become better, bolder, and bigger this year, because as our company grow better, bolder, and bigger, we want your network to grow better, bolder, and bigger as well. So this year, 2021, we encourage each and every one of you to have better dreams, to have bolder dreams, and to have bigger dreams, because this year, 2021, will be one of the best years of our company. God bless each and every one, and more power to your entire network.
You're unbelievable.
Yes! Be bigger! Be better! Be bigger! Yes! Be better! Okay. Again, guys, once again, let's give it up for our very own visionary president! Oh, diba? Yan ang presidente. Yes! Okay. Alright, once again, thank you, Docket. And
Yes.
all our speakers and sharers, this is a one big leap as we welcome 2021 with firmness and stability.
Yes, Brother Jason. And of course, the rest of the days are yours to conquer, to make it even successful and brighter.
Easy, here's to a promising 2021. We are ready to break barriers and reach height of success and dreams. Brothers, let's all cheer for a remarkable 2021 and beyond!
Happy birthday, Joseph Lee!
And a round of virtual applause for all our speakers and mentors.
This is just the start of 2021, dear distributors. And this training is only as successful as your application of the learning we received today. Here's wishing you a productive and prosperous 2021. Break barriers and push on relentlessly to your goals this year. This has been EC Training 2021. Breaking barriers. Power! Thank you, and good morning, AIM Global!